please show them your respect. Whether you're a Bobcat, Cougar,
It is state semifinal time in Central Texas. The Liberty Hill Panthers are taking on the Port Neches Groves Indians. This is a rematch of last year's semifinals. Port Neches Groves got the better half of Liberty Hill last year here in Houston. Here we are, myself, Tim Dean, along with Greg Cerriti. We are at Cy-Fair FCU Stadium, just on the west side of the Houston area. And Greg, how you doing, my friend?
Buddy, welcome back to the booth. We missed you. A couple of barn burners while you were gone.
Yeah.
The boss stepped in.
Yeah.
I had to be on my best behavior with the boss here, right? Couldn't be acting up.
Did you wear a suit and tie?
I needed to dress up just a little bit, make sure everything was good to go. So good to have Merle in the booth. But obviously, buddy, great to have you back. Glad you're back here. How was the time away with the missus?
Well, it was good. It was good. Went to East Texas, and I know if I asked you where Tyler is, you're going to say in Texas.
In Texas, absolutely.
Right.
It's a big state. It's got a lot of cities.
Right, it is. But good to be back here for playoff time and time for the semifinals, Greg. Pretty exciting. You know, mid-season, 5 games into the season, Liberty Hill was 2-3. You and I looked at each other and said, "Oh man,
early season for us."
Season, and we're about 5 points away from being 0-5.
We really could have been at that point in time if a ball bounces a certain way, this way, a certain way, that way. Absolutely 0-5, and both of us would have said deservedly so.
Right, and we're done.
Yep,
and we're done. But you know, Greg, we talked about the rematch of the Piper game last week, where Liberty Hill, you said, basically dominated that game, where Piper dominated Liberty Hill in district play. You talked about it before we went on air. This is a different Liberty Hill defense.
It's absolutely a different Liberty Hill defense. When you look back at the Hutto game and you watched this defense just give up touchdown after touchdown, they could not stop that Hutto offense. And I tell you what, 80 points they gave up to Hutto. 80 points. In the last 3 playoff games, Tim, 77 points. And it's the same defense to a man. There's not different kids out there. It's not a different lineup out there. It's all the same guys. It's all that whole starting team is basically the same guys that played a lot in there, and they have just come together with a rallying to the football, defensive line getting in people's faces, defensive backs making plays, linebackers, tackling how they're supposed to be. Just a solid team defense. They're communicating well, and they're really just getting this getting the other team's offense off the field, and getting this slot T offense back on the field, which is the key to Liberty Hill's success.
Well, just want to let everybody know what's going on now. You're listening to us and not getting to watch us tonight when we've been broadcasting the games. There are other avenues that is broadcasting the games, but we are doing the audio for just tonight. And we want to let you know this is the Vype Media game, and this is also being broadcast on ESPN 102.7. It's the game of the week back in Austin.
There are just a ton of people here calling this game. ESPN's here, Fox is here, the NFHS is there. Just all kinds of people that are down there broadcasting this game across the board, Tim, and we talked about it before the game. Man, they're going to get a lot of calls wrong tonight.
Yeah, they are. It's exciting. I think I even saw Sports Illustrated for Kids here.
They might be here. This stadium,
Everybody's here.
this stadium is a beautiful, beautiful complex. Absolutely gorgeous. Giant cathedral building on our right-hand side. I believe that's the swim center or something along those lines.
We've been here before.
We have.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yes, sir. We've called some games here before, and I tell you what, it is a beauty. And PNG came out in droves.
Oh my goodness!
As the Liberty Hill top deck, not kind of is a little spattered. Maybe even some PNG Indians over here on this side.
And you wouldn't know because everything's purple.
It is. It's purple everywhere.
Yeah,
purple everywhere.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, we were talking about Liberty Hill doesn't travel as well as they used to, and you said it's my fault.
I blamed you. Yeah, definitely. The voice, the silky tones of Tim Dean might keep people home in their pajamas, kick their feet up, get on the couch, and maybe start a fire and listen to you on the
Well, too early for a fire. But speaking of
that's true.
In their pajamas, on the couch listening to us, none other than Aunt Ginger.
All right. That's what we like to hear.
I know.
Absolutely.
Aunt Ginger is already, she's listening. She's already told me that she's listening. So, Ginger, she was telling me it's great to hear me again. Seem like people, they hate on all the other guys that sub in for me.
Everyone does. Everyone does. I'm not going to knock the boss.
No.
We loved calling games with Merle, but even Merle will tell you he was just keeping it warm. He'll just keeping it warm. You know who else is listening? Guaranteed. Cecil and the boys down at the Whiskey Barrel Pub in Liberty Hill for sure. Raise a glass there. They're probably tuned in, ready to go. Can't watch it on TV, but I guarantee they have that.
They can watch it. There's avenues they can watch it on.
But they're not. Here's what I know. I would probably say they're got to be listening to a radio somewhere.
Right.
They're not shouting out on the TV to those guys down there.
Well, we'll see. I don't think they're here because the Whiskey Barrel's not going to shut down. They got to be open tonight. Friday night's their money maker. So, but I want to, I just want to thank all the sponsors for tonight. There Mr. Gaddy's and the Oasis out at the lake. Have you eaten out at the Oasis before?
I have. Beautiful place. I've actually worked out there.
What?
How about that? I've actually done some work at the Oasis, audio, video wise, that kind of stuff. So beautiful space.
Oh, I thought you were like being a waiter or something.
No. Calm down out there.
Yes, because you'd probably be a great
Not bad. I could. I think I could.
Yeah. Your homecoming king, everything. You've done a little bit of everything, but you definitely would do it. But I also want to thank Exact Warehouse Solutions. It's a local woman-owned business out there in Liberty Hill. Designs and provides warehouse equipment systems nationwide to keep your facilities efficient and safe. Exact Warehouse Solutions delivers turnkey equipment projects. Call them over there at 512-853-9177 to create a solution for your warehouse or distribution center. They are sponsoring tonight's broadcast from the Booster Club point of view, the Liberty Hill Football Boosters. They've helped get us up here, get us here to town into Houston, because we had to drive all the way here from Liberty Hill. I drove down from South Texas. That was a 5-hour drive. I don't live there. I was down there on business. But thanks to them. Thanks for the ESPN sponsors, Mr. Gaddy's and the Oasis. Love their pizza at Mr. Gaddy's. Oasis, it's been way too long since I've been out there, probably about a year, but that is a great view when the water's up, and hopefully we'll get some rain here to get the lakes up here in during this winter.
Yeah, big thanks to Lachelle Vallejo, president of the Booster Club. I saw her in the stands, but before the game, she's got the 56 jersey on.
Yep.
Her son, Alistair Vallejo, both sides of the ball. Young Alistair plays on at the beginning of the season. He was just on defense, and then a few games ago, coaches decided to put him in on the offensive side of the ball. It made a big difference.
Made a big difference. And as the teams get ready to come on the field, I want to talk about Alistair's accomplishment playing both ways. You and I have been involved, one or the other, since 2007 here in Liberty Hill football. So we have been around a long time. Back when they were a 3A team, which probably had about 600 kids in the school when you and I first started, when they won their second state championship. We have never, ever, since 2007, seen a Liberty Hill player play both ways.
Not not to the extent
not to this
that
extent.
Alistair is
No,
playing. Absolutely not. No, you don't see it a lot. Every now and then you see spot guys come in. Jack Pitchford, he'll come in sometime. Noah Long came in some key situations.
Yes.
Last week he came in and played some defense. And we've seen that over the year where coach is not going to leave his best athletes on the side in certain situations. He's going to get them out there. But Alistair is a key member of the starting teams on both sides of this ball. And, as a sophomore, he is not only is he holding his own, but he is just playing so well. And really, on the offensive side of the ball, for me, watching this team and watching this offensive line come together and be the line that we know they can be, and now when they start gelling, here comes Ben Carter, here comes Noah Long, Jack Pitchford, Joe Pitchford, Jackson Hines now, right? Those guys really start to play so much better when the line is working like that Swiss watch that Lapazinski loved to talk about.
Well, Liberty Hill's got their work cut out for them, Greg. They've been hot in the playoffs, completely different team. But this P&G team's coming in at 13-1, having a dominant performance over Liberty Hill last year, and to go on to the state championship game in which they lost, but nonetheless beat Liberty Hill last year in this exact same round, the state semifinal round. But Liberty Hill's got a tough road to hoe.
They absolutely did, and if you remember last year, one of the big reasons. No Noah Long, no Joe Pitchford, and it really came to these young backs. You see Jackson Hines out there. He had to grow up a little sooner than was expected. He thought that he was going to be sitting behind Noah and Joe there in that game, and unfortunately they broke their collarbones in the regional final, and this team had to come out here without them with a strong offensive line. And just weren't able to move the ball, and this P&G team had their way with them. But it is. If you had a time that you wanted to play this P&G team, it's right now for Liberty Hill because they are playing at the peak of their ability, and let the chips fall where they may. This coaching staff, you were talking about it before the game. Tip your cap as hard as you can to this coaching staff because of how well they have these young men ready to play, and they pride themselves on it. They pride themselves on holding the rope, getting in the weight room, putting in the work, watching the film, doing the stuff that you need to do. And, man, you really see it unfold here and have throughout these playoffs.
Well, the captains are out to the center of the field and it looks like P&G won the toss, which is rare. Liberty Hill's won most of the tosses. And they deferred, and Liberty Hill's going to receive the ball.
Legal ID. We're going to break for a legal ID right now.
Okay, we were going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here getting ready to start the game. The teams have come onto the field. Liberty Hill is in their black uniforms. Greg, you love it, don't you?
I love the blacks. No doubt, the black uniforms are awesome. They look great. Coach Jeff Walker would say he likes to be in the dark uniforms because it helps hide the ball a little bit better. If Coach had his druthers, that's exactly the uniform he'd choose, and his brother, I'm sure, feels the same way.
Well, they're in their black jerseys, black pants, black helmets, with a little gold on the shoulder trim, white numerals, and P&G is in all white, Greg, all white. And we are going to take a pause as they get ready to do the national anthem here at Sci-Fair FCU Stadium. Countdown to kickoff, and we're just under 4 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask that you stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the Liberty Hill Panthers Band playing our national anthem.
Here we go. Buckle up, everybody. Everybody back in the Austin area, Liberty Hill fans, and wherever you're listening from. Usually we have listeners from all over the world, and now that we're broadcasting on ESPN on 102.7 ESPN, it's the game of the week. We're going to have more listeners all over the world.
Fourth time in a row, ESPN picks up this Liberty Hill team. Central Texas is, perennial playoff team.
Right,
They're here. Right. Tim, we get to call playoff football every year, 4 times in a row.
Semifinals.
This team, semifinals.
So, legendary coach Jerry Vance said his goal as a football coach was to ruin everybody's Thanksgiving, number 1. Okay, meaning he wants to be playing at Thanksgiving. Number 2, ruin your Christmas. He wants to be playing in December, messing up all your holiday plans, all your family get-togethers, and he wants to be playing football. The winner of this game is going to play in the state championship game next Saturday, Greg.
Buddy, we are on our last and final stage of the Panther revenge tour.
Right.
They run through Piper. Now, if they play well tonight and get by PNG, you gotta think that South Oak Cliff is going to be waiting for them in the state final. Now, I'm not going to say Lovejoy and South Oak, 2 top teams in the whole state in this class, played each other, knocked each other. One of them had to go last week, right? South Oak Cliff makes it through. So, love to get a shot at them again.
Oh,
yeah, Mike, come on. I might not ask what I wish for to ask for here, but
right. No, I know, but
you got to get there first. You got to get there first.
I think they have a favorable matchup, but this one right here, this is. I've heard a lot of chatter about this game. Look over at P&G, Greg. We're looking across the stadium. There is hardly a seat to be had. So on Liberty Hill side, there's definitely quite a few seats up at the top that are available. My buddy Grady Williams is here. I grew up with him, and worked with him. He is here. He's texted me. He's here at the game. He lives here in Houston. And matter of fact, you met him a couple years ago. He actually set up in the booth in this very same stadium with us.
I believe you. I remember. Yep. I remember him for sure.
Yep. And we are getting ready to start this matchup. Jack Pitchford is back deep for Liberty Hill. Usually that's been Noah Long's spot back there, but Jack is maybe just equally as fast. Standing on the 3-yard line. Here is the kickoff. It is a little low. It's going to hit. Nope. We're going to caught at the 9 and hit immediately brought back. Aiden Camarina brings it back to about the 23-yard line.
Davis Freeman on the tackle there for PNG. Big hit by Freeman, trying to pump this crowd up. Huge crowd here for a high school football game in Texas, Tim.
Yes.
Amazing. The Cleveland Browns might not get this many people. Oh, maybe this year, but in the past for sure.
Well, here we go. First play of the game from the 23, Liberty Hill. Will we see Ben Carter get the ball on this one, Greg?
There's a good chance 28 gets the first one.
There he goes, right up the middle. Ben Carter on the carry, picks up, we're going to call it a pickup of 4. No, 3 yards. Picks up 3 yards. Legendary coach Jerry Vance said, you know what, all I need is 3 yards. If I get 3 yards on every down, I am going to get a first down every drive.
Austin Fulford bringing in the play, as he's wont to do.
Ball on the right-hand hash, handoff to Noah along left-hand side. He's bunched up, but he falls forward for maybe 2 more yards. He gets up to the 28-yard line. Ball's going to be pretty much in the middle of the field.
Joe Pitchford, the quarterback tonight for the Panthers, along with Ben Carter, Noah Long, and Jackson Hines, the slot team mafia.
3rd down and 5. Offensive line comes up to the line of scrimmage. They work really fast. Quarterback's under center, man in motion, and quarterback's going to keep it, trying to get to the outside, and he gets tripped up, and he's going to lose just about all the yards he got. A loss of 4 on that play. That's going to bring up 4th down, and the punting unit's going to have to come out.
Joe tried to get to the right there. P&G sniffs it out. Make a good tackle there. Mason Wunschel. Not the start the Panthers wanted to have.
Nope, not even picking up a first down there. P&G defense holds. Ready for the punt, snaps back. Kick is up and off and away. It's going to hit the ground about midfield. Going to take a favorable Liberty Hill bounce. Gets to the 40 and down to the 39-yard line, and that is where P&G will start from their own 39-yard line.
Media timeout on the field.
Well, that's a new one, Greg. Media timeout on the field.
Yep.
We're not used to that, you know.
No, and another thing, we talked about it again, Tim, is you and I right now, we started calling. Radio was our medium, right? That's what we did. And so if you're just joining us right now, the score 0-0. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. We have to call the scores because we've been so used to the score being up on here.
Yep.
I guess I can update the score for sure because it's going to be online, but you know,
you can. Yep.
For our listeners on the radio as well, we want to make sure we're keeping everybody up to date with what the score is. Just started here. The Panthers 3 and out on their first possession. The defense ready to get out on the field.
10 minutes now as we just started the first quarter. The game just started. Liberty Hill had the ball in their first drive, went 3 and out, punted away. Now P&G gets the ball on their own 39-yard line. Really good field position to start off because Liberty Hill wasn't able to pick up any first downs in their drive. We got a little pause in the action because we're using a media timeout, which we haven't really had all year, and now we do. So we'll have a couple of these, and we'll be pushing it out to 102.7. Got a little bit backwards. Just 102.7. This is the game of the week back in Austin on the ESPN radio. Greg, I listen to ESPN radio there in Austin, 102.7 all the time.
For sure.
Yeah, all the time.
It's on the dial.
It is on. I've got your presets right. I got a couple of music stations, and I have that 102.7 also in there to listen to all of my get my sports fix throughout the day.
Coach Les Clary, he's back at the mothership in Beaumont, the one of the satellite motherships.
Yeah, the satellites.
And he said it's streaming. It's on TV in Southeast Texas, so they're watching it. They're watching it on TV. Coach is watching it on TV. He's listening to us, making sure that we get it squared away.
Well, he's got the volume turned down on the TV, I'm sure.
I hope he does.
Now, he's really close to Port Neches Grove. So.
He is. He said he's about 25 minutes away there.
All right, here we go. P&G takes the field. The ball's on the left-hand hash. They're in the all-white. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback Connor Bailey takes the snap. Fake hands off the middle, throws it out in the flat. That is complete to London Nunley. London Nunley picks up a first down, a pickup of 13, gets across the 50 to the Liberty Hill 48-yard line.
And just like every other team that plays Liberty Hill, they throw it short on the first couple of possessions, and then they go away from it for the rest of the game. So pretty predictable there. Number 33, Isaiah Wynn, the biggest threat here for PNG. 140 yards a game on the season. They run the ball quite a bit, but right there they decide to start out with a pass. Referees are going to talk about something.
Greg, while they're talking about it, just take a look at the PNG offensive line. And I remember we said this last year, how much bigger they were and they are over Liberty Hill.
Except for number 56, Alistair Vallejo. He looks like he can hold his own with just about any of them.
And he's going up against the biggest guy on their team. Handoff of left tackle, and Liberty Hill stuffs him for no gain.
Great job there. Great team defense by the Panthers. Vallejo in there along with Morris to make that tackle and bring up second and long.
Now you don't have a vote, but I heard you pregame before we went on the air talking about Vallejo should be all state.
I mean, here he has his team in the Final Four at the D. He's already won a game with a block kick. Yeah. He is, demands a double team constantly.
Second down, 3 receivers on the right-hand side, throws it out to the right-hand side. It is a complete to Dunley again. He picks up 8 yards to the 40. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Connor Bailey with a slingshot of an arm. He is just rock and fire. You have a feeling it's going to cause these.
Well, Greg, he's coming out right now, so we may see a Wildcat type of formation.
Shea Adams
is coming in. So this is going to be a different offensive set.
Option possibly.
Adams takes a snap, going to run himself up the middle. Liberty Hill, he's got the 2 yards for the first down. They're going to give it to him. He does have enough to move the chains. Straight run when he just takes the snap and runs it right up the middle.
Not necessarily a tush push, but he did just jump in there to pick up that first down. 0-0 if you're joining us just right now. 8:38 left in the first quarter.
First down for PNG now at the Liberty Hill 38-yard line. The ball is in between the hashes. One receiver to the right, one to the left. One running back right to the offset to the quarterback. Handoff right up the middle. He is going to pick up what we call 4 yards on the play. Gets across the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Liberty Hill defensive backs, coming up a little bit closer on those receivers. We're going to take away those short passes.
2nd and 6. Connor Bailey has Isaiah Wynn, the running back, offset to his left, just standing to his right, just to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snaps back, hands it off to Wynn right up the middle, and he has the first down, spins out of a tackle, and he is going to score a touchdown. They had him locked up. He spun out of that tackle into the end zone.
He did great one by Wynn there as he came through a couple of tackles. He broke a couple of tackles. Then he thought when he was going to go down, he just spun right out of it into the end zone. Goes Wynn, and the Indians up 6-0.
Gio Oseguera is on to kick the extra point. It is up, and it is good. And PNG strikes first. They're up 7-0. I do want to apologize really quick if you're hearing our crowd mic cutting in and out. We're actually having to use the crowd mic through the system here in the stadium. It is at no fault of our own equipment. It is tied into the stadium link to the crowd mic. So as you hear that pushing in and out of the sound, it's coming from their own mic that we're having to tap into for the crowd mic. So do apologize for that if you're hearing that. It is not Greg's fault. I usually blame him.
You do always
blame me. I usually blame
not
Greg.
Tonight. I appreciate
not
that.
Not tonight. So if you're hearing that, is definitely not a fault of ours. It's just sort of the stadium. But it is a really nice stadium here at Cy-Fair FCU Stadium here on the west side of Houston.
You know what? The concession stands, you can tell the concession, they have a TV
What?
on the front of the concession stands, so you don't miss any of the game. How about that? At a high school stadium, I never seen nothing like that.
Well, you're not going down to watch the game. You're staying up here, Greg.
No, I got to stay up here. I'm just saying, if I had to go down and maybe get some snacks, that I wouldn't miss any of the game.
Yeah. Well, just 7.5 minutes now left in the first quarter. PNG now is up 7-0. If you're listening from Guam or the Philippines or Bertram or anywhere in Austin where you can pick up 102.7 ESPN, you are tuned in. Listen to the game tonight. Hopefully Liberty Hill has another more successful drive here on their next one, as it looks like we may be doing another one of those media timeout, Greg. So we may have to start I wish we knew when they were doing that so we can shoot over to commercial, take it to now or down to our sideline reporter.
Our sideline reporter, Jack Spina.
Not
Jack here tonight.
Yeah,
Jack doesn't have the video. We wanted to get him here in the booth, but he said one of his siblings has a playoff game, I think in another sport, so Jack's.
But this is Texas. This is football.
There's other sports, believe it or not, other sports are being played right now.
But I don't know about playoff games. Playoffs?
No, it's absolutely not. Could be.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Volleyball's over.
But we miss Jack.
We do miss Jack. I wish Jack was here. Jack is our camera operator. Done a great job. We actually have really taken a liking to him. So, Jack, if you're listening, I sent him the link earlier. So if you're listening on 102.7 ESPN, kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the 5 by Jack Pitchford, trying to it bounces off his own guy, gets tied up down at the 16-yard line. Not much of a return there for the Panthers.
Good coverage there by PNG. A lot of times you don't see teams kick to Liberty Hill, to Noah and or Jack, just because they are so fast. Jack dropped that one as it came back, and then the PNG kickoff team is aggressive.
Ben Carter is not going to get the ball here, Greg.
You see him on the sideline?
No. I'm anticipating based on what I might do here. Hand off to the right-hand side. Noah Long, he's off. Down the sideline, he's one man to beat. Gets a block, it's off to the races. Spins out of the tackle, down. He's at the 20, spins out of another tackle, down to the 14-yard line.
How many tackles can he spin out of? At least 4 spins there by Noah Long. He gets the triple sow cow from the 30 to the 20 and has the biggest play for Liberty Hill. Tim Dean called it. Wasn't going to see Ben. It's Noah off the right side. He had a lot of green grass, but Tim.
Greg, that was a video game run
It absolutely was. Great run by Long.
Spin. And it was amazing. Great job. One of his best runs of the year right there on that play. Gets him down to the 14. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Hands off to Ben Carter. This time he's a 10. Gets inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
Good run by Carter there off the right side. They split out a running back there, Tim. Or he became a receiver. Haven't seen that in a while. The coaching staff sees something on that PNG defense that maybe that split out is going to cause some problems for. And right there, they pick up 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 4 from the 8-yard line. Hands off. Oh, the ball's on the turf. It's loose. And PNG has it. It was handed off to Jack Pitchford, and it looks like the fumble was messed up on the exchange, and PNG has the ball.
After that run, heartbreaker there. And just as the offense comes out, 56 just stays out there. Everyone else off the field, 56 just staying right there, moving over to his offensive side. Unfortunate break there for the Panthers. Anytime that turnovers happen, it's not a good thing. This offense coming over, need to figure something out here.
6 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first quarter. PNG has the lead at 7-0. After recovering a fumble here, they have the ball on the 7-yard line. their own 7. Snaps back, handoff straight up the middle again to Wynn. He gets tripped up. He's down to the 10. Pickup of 3 yards.
That left side, they're staying away from Vallejo. They're trying to move him around to, try to get him in the running back's path there. But that left side of this PNG line doing a great job of blocking and springing Wynn. More tight cushions here from the Panthers.
1 receiver right, 1 to the left. Bailey takes the snap, hands off to Wynn again up the middle. Liberty Hill wraps him up for a short gain, gets across the 10, out, we'll call it to the 11. Want to give a shout out to one of our colleagues and good friends, Josh Willard, who's from the Cedar Park crew listening to our game tonight. Thank you, Josh, for tuning in. Spending your Friday night with Greg and I. We should have got Josh to come up here and we could have had him hitch a ride, come up here and hang out with us.
I got a third mic.
We have a third mic. Josh could have helped us out. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here on 3rd and 7. Snaps back, handoff to Wynn again up the middle. He gets out to the 15. It's going to bring up 4th down and a tough, well, I don't think it's a tough call, but it's 4th and 3. They get to the 14.
I mean, absolutely they're going to punt here. Even, there's no coaching staff with the way this team is playing. It's going to try to do this.
Greg, they were very conservative on 3 calls right up the middle on a running back.
But the Panthers, the defensive backs, they started the game back.
Yep.
PNG took advantage of it. A bunch of short passes, and it loosened up for Wynn. Now they press up a little bit more, and let this defense make some tackles. Up the middle, ball hits the turf.
Snap back, punts away. Camarina's going to fair catch it. Actually, he's going to let it go, and it's going to take a way favorable PNG bounce to the 23-yard line.
There was at least 5 more yards in that football when the Indian picked it up. He's getting yelled at in film for sure. Don't let that ball stop on the field before you got there. Wasn't a Liberty Hill offensive or defensive player anywhere around it. Camarina absolutely should have fair caught that ball, but it was up high. He didn't feel comfortable with it. So
nope, it bounced 20 yards past Camarino. And that's a very favorable punt. But Liberty Hill now has the ball back.
7-0 here in the first
on the 24-yard line. 7-0 with 4 minutes, 12 seconds left. Joe Pitchford at quarterback, under center now. Takes a snap, hands off to Noah Long. He's going to pick up 3 yards. Across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Ball's going to be on the right-hand hash this time.
Sophomore Caden Cockburn, he was in there and split out wide again. Something that we haven't really seen this Liberty Hill team do a lot of, have any split outs. Austin Fulford bringing in the play.
Ball right-hand hash, 2nd and 7. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter. PNG up 7-0. Pitchford hands off to Ben Carter. He's off to the races. 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. And Ben Carter goes 73 yards for the score.
No flags on the play. Ben Carter up the middle. The fullback takes it the distance.
Untouched
off the right side. Great blocking by the right side of this line. Julius Osborne, Alistair Vallejo, Ben Carter makes him look real good. And Tim, they were not going to catch him. He coasted in from 30, 40 yards out.
Yes, he was like, what was the big sprinter's name? He just sort of coasted.
As Usain Bolt at the 40. Right there at the 40. Great run by Carter.
Extra point by Connor Hawkins. It's up and good, but there are flags down, but it's going to be declined because it was offsides on PNG.
Now you wonder in that situation, Ben Carter just runs 80 yards down the field, he's the holder. You think about spelling him for nothing. No, he stays right in there, gets the hold down.
Right.
And, Connor Hawkins, one of the best kickers
in the state.
Maybe, I'm going to say, Tim, he's, I think, 15th or 16th in the nation on yards off kickoffs, 5,600 yards. He's second in Texas. I believe he's climbed up to 15th in the nation. So you can say he's one of the best high school kickers in the world, Tim. Let's be honest.
In the world. The best high school kicker in all of Europe.
There's no doubt he is that. Absolutely.
So if you don't know, if you're just tuning in, first off, game's tied at 7-7 with 3 minutes left in the first. I will tell you that Connor Hawkins, if you're just tuning in and you haven't heard us talk about call a Liberty Hill game, Connor Hawkins, the kicker for Liberty Hill, is going to Baylor on a football scholarship as a kicker. The Division I, one of the top schools in Texas, and he is going on a full ride to Baylor University as a kicker, and he's one of a long line of really great kickers here at Liberty Hill. And he pooch kicks it off to the right-hand side, and it's caught at the 18-yard line. Run back up across the 25 to the 26 or 7-yard line.
Liberty Hill negating the speed of this PNG team on their kickoff return by throwing up the pooch.
Liberty Hill years ago, back in the late 2000s, where they did that all the time.
Right.
They didn't have that booming kicker that could kick it out of the end zone, but they pooch kicked it all the time, just totally negating any type of big return. All right, first down for PNG. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ball's on the left-hand hash.
Tight
coverage.
Cushions.
Bailey takes it, hands off to Win again up the middle, and he gets some good yardage on first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 5.
Carson Holland, Caleb Nicholas in on the tackle. Nicholas puts his head in there, and
Liberty Hill wants you to run the ball on them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely wants you to run the ball. And, that is 4 straight runs in between the tackles so far for P&G. Now, 2 receivers to the right this time. Maybe we see a passing down here. Are they going to try to run it again? Snaps back. Fake handoff, throws it across the middle. It is in and out of the hands of London Nunley, and he was tight coverage.
Kendrick Hicks comes up and makes the hit. But again, that ball, Tim, it was rifled. Absolutely rock and fire by Bailey.
Now, you were a receiver, even though I think maybe you may have been a guard. But you were a receiver, you tell me.
Hard to guard, maybe.
But throwing the ball hard is actually sometimes hard to catch, right?
Absolutely.
All right, 3rd and 5. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. A little odd formation here where they have an up back right behind the guard on the right side. Fake handoff, and he's throwing it downfield, and it's complete to Nunley. He spins out of a tackle. He has the first down across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Just an isolation play on the right side, max protection with the up back. Mm-hmm. That out pass was designed to pick up as many yards as it did, and that's hard to cover with that ball coming out there the way that it is.
Mm-hmm. First down now for PNG at their own 41-yard line. We have just over 2 minutes left to go until the first quarter is over. This game is tied at 7. So far, Greg, this game is exciting as we expected it to be. And movement on the right-hand side of the line, and that is going to back the Indians up by 5 yards.
False start. Avery Manette and Carson Holland there on the left-hand side.
First down.
Sticking it in there. You're going to hear those refs all day.
Again, I want to apologize for the ref mic and the crowd mic cutting in and out. It is the stadium crowd mic. So I apologize for that. 2 receivers to the right here on 1st and 15. A fake handoff to Win. He throws it downfield for a receiver, and it is in and out of the hands. Good defense. Intended for Noah Washington, but incomplete pass.
Great coverage there. That was a play last week, Tim. I told you when playing against Piper there, one of the only plays that they really were able to complete just looked like that. That ball was completed. This game here, they knock it down, bring up 2nd and long.
Greg, I do not think this is a running down here, because other than the touchdown run by Isaiah Wynn earlier, Liberty Hill's done a really good job against the run. Now we have 3 receivers on the right-hand side. The ball is on the left hash. There are 3 receivers on the right-hand side, none on the left. Bailey takes a snap. He heads it off to Wynn, and they are running, and he's in the open field. One man to beat. He's across the 50, the 40, gets run out of bounds at Liberty Hill territory at the 38-yard line, and just like went against what I thought he was going to do, and that is actually Blair Chatinier that was on the run and not Wynn.
Coaching staff saw the overload. They actually pushed DJ Seaborn over that side. Chatinier got through that line. A lot of green grass in front of them.
1st and 10 now. They got out of a bind there where they were long yardage situation. Have a minute and 42 left to go in this first quarter, tied at 7. 2 receivers are right. Bailey takes the snap, fake hands off, looks downfield, throws it downfield, overthrows his receiver. Flag on the play. That wasn't even going to be catchable, but he must have got locked up about 10 yards back, so that is a flag on Liberty Hill, and that's going to be pass interference.
I wonder if the coaches are going to say it, if they're going to talk about it being uncatchable.
Holding on the defense, number 23.
It doesn't matter, even if it's uncatchable or not. They threw it before the pass was even thrown, so it is going to be a hold.
It's going to be a first down for Port Neches Groves. Is going to mark the ball down to the Liberty Hill 28-yard line. Ball's on the left-hand hash. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. P&G is moving, if you're watching your radio, from the right to the left. Snaps back. Handoff to Chandelier up the front. He gets tripped up, a pickup of 2.
Good tackle there up the middle by Garrett Lindgren.
2nd and 8. Winding down this first quarter of play. Just a little over a minute left to go before we take a break. You listen to this game on ESPN 102.7. It's the game of the week, as it should be. 2 receivers to the right, none to the left. 2nd and 8. Bailey takes the snap, hands off to Chatinier up the middle, and he bowls his way to the 20. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Caleb Nicholas on the tackle there. Brings up 3rd and short. And here comes the Wildcat package.
That is true. Here comes Shea Adams. Last time he came in on short yards like this, he just took the snap, ran it up the middle.
He did?
That's what he did. Let's see if they'll do that again on 3rd and 2. They have a big offensive line. They may try to do that. There is a fullback, and that's what he's going to do off the right side, and he gets the first down, gets across the 15, down to the 13-yard line.
They're going to keep him in the ball game.
Yeah.
Bailey.
Well, they're going to let this, I think they're going to let the clock, well, there's only going to probably be 1 play left. Run the clock. I think that's it, Greg. I think we're fixing to go to the end of the first quarter. They're not interested in running another play. And when we come back after this break, P&G will have the ball on the Liberty Hill 13-yard line on 1st and 10. But we'll be right back. Game's tied at all 7 here as we end the first quarter of play. And you are listening to the Vype Media, and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blazed the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Okay, back here for the start of the second quarter. All tied at 7, but the Port Neches Grove Indians, with a 13-1 record, are knocking at the door to try to get another score. But I'll tell you, Greg, I'm not the Liberty Hill defense actually has played pretty good. You know, they had the interference call there. You know, they've not done a bad job. Only gave up 7 points in the first quarter of play, but they've done a good job. But the offense has made one mistake really, and the fumble of the ball. They got it back and scored. But you know, is this what you expected?
Well, you just gotta you gotta like that it's an even game. Mm-hmm. Last year it was different.
Yes,
they were out. This Liberty Hill team was outmatched. They can, you know, look across the field right now at this moment and go, we can win this ball game. We are in this ball game. Something that really last year was you know, without their big guns was not able to happen. So good signs here early for the Panthers, and see if the defense can lock it down here and either turn them over or hold them to 3.
Here we are, the start of the second quarter of play. 2 receivers to the left. Chatelier is the running back, offset to the right of Bailey. Hand off to Chatelier up the middle, and he bowls his way, and he's going to score. He is a tough person to bring down, as he broke out of a couple of different tackles, and he scores his 16th touchdown on the season.
Wow. Off the right-hand side, big running back there. And the Panthers tried to wrap him up, tried to, you know, tackle him around his feet, around his ankles. He just stepped right through that, right into the end zone. Puts the Indians up top.
Here the extra point. It is up, and it is good, and P&G takes a 14-7 lead, reclaim the lead. As we just start the second quarter of play, P&G up 14-7. Liberty Hill going to receive this next kickoff. I want to thank everybody listening to the game, and I want to thank the ESPN radio sponsors, Mr. Gaddy's and the Oasis Restaurant. Got to get out to see those guys again soon, but thank you guys all for that. That is amazing. For any of these high school games to get on the game of the week, it does take sponsorship to get them on the air. So if you're interested in sponsoring any of the sports broadcasts that ESPN Radio 102.7 does, please contact them over at the radio station and tell them that you're interested in sponsoring some of the football broadcast. There's still some games going on in Central Texas now, and hopefully we'll have some teams in the state tournament next week. And we might be able to do this all over again.
Well, that's the plan.
Here is the kickoff team set. P&G set to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Kicks it. Will be caught at the 9. Run off to the right-hand side is Pitchford, and he's still on his feet. He gets run out of bounds about the 40-yard line. We'll see where they set this up, and it will be the 40. Great starting field position for the Panthers.
They set the return up to the left side there. Great blocking off the left side of this kickoff return team. Jack did not let that one hit the ground. He caught it clean, and off to the left he went. He fumbled that ball, so he's going to be running a little harder probably all game long.
Right.
Playing with a little chip on his shoulder.
Ball's at the 40. Left-hand hash on this one. Offense comes out onto the field. One man wide out to the right-hand side, Greg. And hand off to Noah Long, right-hand side, and there's a flag on the play even before it started, and it's going to go against Liberty Hill. I don't know what they called.
Yeah, they're going to say that they got it off a little bit.
Ball start on the offense, 25 and 21, do not get set. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
A new reffing crew. They don't see this Liberty Hill team. They really hold them accountable to that one heartbeat that they're supposed to stay set. And Noah and Caden Cockburn didn't get set on that, so coaches just need to talk about
First
that.
and 15, left-hand hash still. Quarterback's going to keep it left-hand side. Not much there, maybe 2 yards. Gets to the 37-yard line. Will bring up 2nd and 13.
PNG up awful tight to this line, Tim, as this Liberty Hill coaching staff sees what's going on. Joe, very capable passer.
Here they come, 2nd and 13. Ball's on left-hand hash. Hand off to Noah Long, right-hand side, and he gets hit, but he lunges forward to pick up maybe 4 yards. Gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Will bring up 3rd and 9. Now, Greg, I think if Liberty Hill can get some yards here and get close to a first down if they don't pick it up, it could be 4-down territory for them. I wouldn't put it past this team to do that. But first things first, it's 3rd and 9. Ball's in the middle of the field between the hashes. And it's going to be a pass play. Throws it up in the air. Incomplete pass intended for Jack Pitchford. He slowed up, but it was sort of a looping high pass. It was going to let Jack run under it. It was mistimed a little bit.
It was. I can't tell on the 20-yard line. That's just a towel, not a flag. They're going to punt it. They're not going to.
Yeah, now they have to punt it, yes.
$14-7 if you're just joining us here. 10:34 left in the first half. PNG on top of the Panthers, and they just forced them to punt. You could kind of feel that pass coming along. 3rd and long, not,
Oh, no, bad snap. Gets it off, though. What an incredible athletic play to get the punt off. Camarina really saved that play.
What an unbelievable play by Camarina. He couldn't run for it. He knew he wasn't going to make up the first down there. Ball gets snapped. Snapper,
I did.
Oh, my goodness. Ben Carter was out in front. He wanted to block. He's like, let's go, Aiden. I will pick up the first down.
It turned out really good for the Panthers, in the long run. The ball is now set at the 27-yard line. Ball's on the right-hand hash for PNG. They have 2 receivers set to the right and 2 to the left.
This really has been a running down in this formation.
Snaps back. Wynn has the ball up the middle, and he has another PNG first down. Picks up 10 yards, exactly what he needs for the first.
Carson Holland tried to get that ball out of there. Wynn hanging onto it tight. He split him out wide there.
2 receivers to the right, 2 now to the left. Isaiah Wynn still in at running back. They have 2 really good running backs, Isaiah Wynn and Blair Chatanier. They both have scored a touchdown. Snaps back to Bailey. He's going to pass it straight off the bat. Throws it out to the left-hand side. It is complete to Nunley. And looks like he is close to another first down. They're going to mark him a yard short at the 46-yard line.
You just feel like Bailey can have that whenever he wants.
Yeah.
If those defensive backs are going to give that cushion, he's got such a strong arm, Tim.
2nd and 1. Look at probably a straight hand. Oh, quarterback sneak up the middle. I think he's got it. No, they're going to mark him short. Quarterback sneak, and both referees have him about 6 inches short. So it'll bring up 3rd and short.
Folks, we are literally 80 yards from the ball, and Tim's right on the money. I think it is about 6 inches short.
Greg, do you know who I am?
They say Nas Tim Damas.
Yes. All right, it's 3rd and short. Might we see it again? Or might we see a run by Isaiah Wynn? But they're going to be maybe setting up for a tush push, Greg. Oh, they're going in a shotgun formation. Just going to run it straight and jump up, and he gets the first down. Just leaps over. That was Luke Silva coming in. He's run the ball every time.
PNG fans love that. And here comes Bailey.
Bailey's back in the game. First down for the Indians at their own 49-yard line. We have 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to go until halftime. PNG's up 14-7 over the Panthers, and they have the ball. 2 receivers to the right, nobody out wide to the left. Little double tight end set. Snaps back. Fake hand up to Wynn. Under pressure. Throws it deep downfield towards his receiver, Nunley. And Nunley comes down with it's incomplete. Looked like he might have come down with it. And they call it incomplete pass.
Great coverage there by Trayvon Williams.
First time we got enough pressure on the quarterback there that the Panthers did. Really paid off a little bit at 2nd and 10.
Interesting choice there to go for the home run on that play, and credit this Panther defense for being ready. Williams drawing the tough assignments there. London Nunley, big receiver.
Bailey at quarterback. Isaiah Wynn offset to the right-hand side. 2 receivers right, 1 to left. Snaps back. Handoff to Wynn up the middle. Been a pretty successful play. And he picks up 4, a long 3 maybe, a little bit short to 4. Let's call it 4. Be 3rd and 6, maybe a long 6 yards to go for the first down.
Caleb Nicholas back in.
And here comes Luke Silva again, but he's not lined up at quarterback this time. He's lined up at receiver on the right.
First time we've seen them both in the game at the same time.
Yep.
Might see him go in motion here.
3rd and 6. Big third down play. Snaps back. Fake handoff. Looking for a receiver. Throws it up in the air. And it is incomplete. Out of bounds. It's going to bring up a crucial 4th down play.
Again, you think regular football rules are going to abide here with PNG and how they're playing. No need
they're
to
go
risk
for
it.
Greg.
I don't know if they are.
They're going to go for it.
Might be a quick kick. Might be one of those punts that they go back on.
I'm like you, Greg. I'm not sure if I run the risk of not getting it and giving Liberty Hill good field position, only up a touchdown.
You don't want Jack to do it. It looks like a long thing. I think he's going to punt it right here, Tim.
Snaps back, and that's exactly what he does. He punts it away. You called it, Greg. You don't get many things right, but you got that one right.
You were talking to my wife.
Down inside to the 10 to the 8-yard line, and that's where Liberty Hill will start this drive.
Why would you? Why would you give the Panthers even a chance to stop it there and give them, the momentum? We'll take a little media break and we'll be right back.
You are listening to the Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
A&W Water Well Service, owned and operated by the Ward family who have resided in the Liberty Hill community since 2006. A&W Water Well Service offers installation and repair of solar wells, storage tanks, constant pressure systems, pressure tanks, and all submersible pumps. We provide the best water well service in all of Central Texas. Give us a call for all your water well needs at 512-778-5655.
Back here after the media timeout.
Who was that commercial guy or A&W Root Water? You're in the booth.
He's a doppelganger.
You're in the booth recording commercials. A&W. The question is, have we contacted them? How many root beers have they had to give out?
I don't know. They should. I'm not really sure.
The Tim D A&W root beer promotional special that they didn't know they were going to have to run. They're going to have to put in their budget this year.
Right. They have to have root beer on site every day. Well, Liberty Hill's back on offense, down 7, needing a score to tie this thing up before they go into halftime. 7 minutes left to go until halftime. Liberty Hill has the ball on their own 8-yard line. Got to hang on to the ball here, Greg. This is not an area of the field you can afford to make mistakes.
Nope. But you know what? Liberty Hill, not afraid to just do exactly what they've been doing all season, run their offense exactly how it's meant to be run. They're not going to do anything crazy or special here.
Greg, I found the commercial lady. She's in the red sweater, and we could tell when it's going. And now she says, let's go. So now I know what to look for. That lady down there, right there on the 18-yard line in the red. You see her, Greg?
I do.
All right, we got to keep an eye on her. We know when the media timeouts is over. Here we go. Liberty Hill up the line of scrimmage. And handoff to Ben Carter. That looked a little off as the no gain there, but I will tell you, as Pitchford spun around to hand off to Carter, it looked like the spacing was off.
It did. He did like the twirl there to try to get it to Ben, who came off the right side, and gang tackle there by P&G.
Actually lost about a half a yard
which
on
is
there.
A rarity for Ben Carter.
2nd and 11. Handoff left-hand side to Noah Long. He spins out. Nope, that is actually Jackson Hines. He spins out of one tackle and no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
And it looks like it's going to leave the wide side of the field open, possibly for number 21 to get out there and do some damage.
Greg, I might expect that if I'm the defense. So I'd rather see, if you're going to give it to Noah, maybe inside trap play.
That trap is, if it springs him, that could be just like Ben and go to the house. Just so much room out there.
Here we go. This is 3rd and 11. And they're going to hand off to Pitchford to the right-hand side, and he is going to be run out of bounds about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And it'll bring up 4th down. It's just going to force the Panthers to send out the punt unit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't do. You have to right here. I mean, if you were a half yard short, Greg, then you might think about it. But you're a solid 3 yards short. Hey, Greg, there's keeping the offense on the field. I don't think they're going to do. Maybe they try to draw them off. That's what there's no way they're going to go for this.
13 seconds on the play clock.
8 seconds now. I think they're going to try to draw them up. I think there's going to be a timeout. Yep, coach is already coming down in the referee's ear to call timeout. Yep. Greg, you got to watch a lot of things here, right? We're watching the clock. I'm watching Coach Walker on the sideline. I'm looking at the play. I'm sort of trying to figure out what's –
watching the lady in the red shirt.
The lady in the red shirt, but she's got her hand up like they're doing another media timeout. They just did it. They went to – we're going to stay here. We're not going back to Austin on this one. We're going to keep it right here, even though they just did a media one. What do they do on media timeouts, Greg?
They run commercials. They pay the bills, absolutely.
They pay the bills. Yeah, do they run a Mr. Gaddy's commercial?
They might. I mean,
do they
Mr.
run an Oasis commercial?
It's possible. Good sponsors here of the Booster Club and this Liberty Hill program.
Do they do that? Is that what they're doing? Because we can't hear that side of it, right?
No, they don't tell us.
They don't tell us.
They just say call the game.
Well, one of the reasons that we're calling this game is that the Liberty Hill Booster Club, the football Booster Club, wanted us to come do the audio of this game. And really what that did, that was being sponsored by Exact Warehouse Solutions. It's a local woman-owned business that designs and provides warehouse equipment systems nationwide to keep your facilities efficient and safe. Exact Warehouse Solutions delivers turnkey equipment projects. Call them over there at 512-853-9177 to create a solution for your warehouse and distribution center. Thank them for sending us to Houston, Greg, and then that resulted in the radio station ESPN 102.7 wanting to pick us up as the game of the week. So it all started with Exact Warehouse Solutions.
Exact Warehouse Solutions. They get some bonus coverage on ESPN in Austin as well. So if you're in Austin, you need some warehouse solutions. You got a warehouse.
And then you need a solution.
Every warehouse needs one for sure.
Sure, needs a solution.
And the national company there, they're helping out warehouses all over the place.
Well,
so congratulations to them.
I have got confirmation from Aunt Gentier. They are running a lot of pizza commercials back home.
There you go.
Yes, Mr. Gaddy's. My wife's out tonight, but we have a Mr. Gaddy's right behind our house, and she orders from there quite a bit. Punting units on the field now as we head back 4th and 3. Need a good snap here. Saw him practicing. Oh, it's a fake! Oh my God, he's open! One man to beat! Oh, he got him! Oh, he got him! In the distance! He's going! 30, 20, touchdown Ben Carter on a 4th and 4! Fake! The center snapped it to the up man, Ben Carter, and he's off to the races. It caught everybody. everybody off guard.
Tim, no way do they do that here at this moment, at this time.
State semifinals.
Coach decides to roll the dice, get it to the fullback up the middle. He takes it the distance. Tim, there was nobody around him as he came through that. Just Ben Carter in the open, and then he put the shimmy shake on the punt returner. That punt returner, no way is he going to tackle Ben Carter full head of steam.
What?
And now he's got to put his heart has to be racing right now.
Right, he's got to hold the snap.
Gets
and
it
he
down.
does.
Gets
the
it up.
kick is up. We have a tied ball game, Greg.
Holy cow. Buckle your seatbelts. Coach Walker rolling the dice. If they stop him right there, Tim, that decision is questioned.
Yes.
Oh, I mean.
Forever.
Forever. But Ben Carter proving his coach right and putting this Panther team on his back for a second long run of the night. That one results in a touchdown, 14-14, and the P&G crowd is silent.
I got it. Because I get caught up in the excitement, if you heard my game, I always do. But let me just sort of break down what that happened. It was like 4th and closer to 4. The center in the punt formation snapped it directly to the fullback, the up back on the punt formation, which was Ben Carter, snapped it right to him. And it wasn't a quick snap. It sort of got a little air, Greg, when he did that. And he took it, and he picked it, he ran it to the left-hand side, and off to the races. There was one man to beat, which was the punt returner, and Ben Carter shook him.
Unreal call there by Coach Walker. And this Panther team
right there to make that call.
Well, there's no tomorrow, and Coach knows it, and this team believes in it, and this ball game is tied.
Here's the kickoff, but it's from an all-state type of kicker, and he kicks it out of the back of the end zone.
He's fired up, too. His adrenaline is running high. Kicks it out of the end zone.
Well, Greg, you and I have seen him in warm-ups, and we're really talking about kicker Connor Hawkins. He regularly practices 55-yard field goals pregame.
He was drilling them from 55, 52, 53, from all over that side. And you mentioned it. You said that could be a kick to send them to the state championship game. And Tim, as this game is unfolding, you might be right.
2 receivers to the left. Here we first down from the 25. Snaps back to Bailey. Hands off to the big fullback. He rumbling, and he's still on his feet. He has a first down. He picks up 11 yards. Blair Chattanooga is a load.
Tim, we're going to pause for station identification with ESPN right now for 10 seconds. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Media.
First down now for the Indians after picking up that first down, and that big 2 receivers to the left, none to the right. Snaps back again, handoff to Chattanooga, and he gets only 1 this time. But gosh, he is a really tough tackle to bring down.
Camarena sticking his safety nose in there and bringing him down.
Well,
love it when your safety comes up and makes that tackle.
Well, Greg, if he's in the game, he does not. Well, they have not run a running back play really outside guard to guard yet, Greg. Really. All of their runs?
All inside.
All inside. Not even inside tackle. We're talking about inside guards. Now, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd and 10. Snaps back. Another handoff up the middle to Chattanooga, and he picks up about 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Tim, for the listeners out there that aren't familiar with the positions on the offensive line, right?
Yeah.
You know, not guys up there, not the brightest. You were a lineman, right? So to the left and the right of the center, Tim, what's that guy called?
That's called the guard.
That's the guard, and then after that guy
is the tackle.
There you go.
All right. So here we go. We have a 3rd and close to 4. And the other quarterback is in the game, going to run it right up the middle. Does Liberty Hill stop him? Oh, no. Where are they going to mark him? I think he has it. He actually fell down on another player and then rolled to get the first down.
He did. They had him stop, but the roll's going to get it to him.
Yeah, they ran it up, again, right in between the guards, and every time every time Joey Latonis gets into the game at quarterback, he runs it right up the middle.
But here comes now run. It just feels like a pass. It just feels like that's how.
Well, they're going to have to now with 3 minutes left to go until halftime. Game's tied at 14. 3 minutes left. I do, like you, anticipate the pass play, and they do. They throw it out to the outside to the left-hand side, and it is complete. Receiver still on his feet inside the 35-yard line of Liberty Hill, down to the 31-yard line, and it's a first down. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left to go until halftime, and P&G is now driving the ball.
Indians get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah. This is a big hold if Liberty Hill can do this right here.
Again, big cushions here by the Panthers.
Snaps back, fake handoff, going to be a pass play again. Plenty of time, throws it downfield, and it is caught for a touchdown. I thought coverage was pretty good, Greg. He was right there with him. It just was put in the right spot.
Just doesn't matter how good the coverage is. If the pass is there, the receiver, you're always going to be able to beat it no matter how good the coverage is. Just if you throw it over the top. Just good jump play there to get that ball and bring it down.
Now the PAT attempt.
And maybe not the worst thing that could happen for the Panthers because it gives them 2:17.
Kick is up, and it is good. Yeah, but Greg, when you're doing the slot T, 2:17 sometimes isn't a ton of time.
Well, that is true. But you just would hate for the Indians to grind that out and then punch it in with no time left or 10, 20 seconds, and then you really can't do anything. These Panthers do have 2 timeouts and 2:17 left. So at least you get a chance to get it into Connor Hawkins' range, even if you get.
That's true.
You're talking about,
right,
depending on the return here, a couple of plays just to get some points on the board.
You get it to the 40, and at least maybe just inside the
Now, Tim.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the score updated. You said it was good. Was it?
Oh.
Folks, right now the scoreboard shows 20-14.
I thought he showed it was good.
I did too.
Well, guess it wasn't. It's 20-14. 20-14. Here's the kickoff. And it's a little pooch to the right side. Has kicked it out of bounds. Greg,
there it is. There's the 21.
Wow. Greg, that had to have been a mistake right there because now you give Liberty Hill really good field position.
You can see the coach talking to his kicker saying, I said to kick it down the field, not out of bounds.
Wow.
Coach Walker, does Coach Walker make him kick it again?
No.
Kick out of bounds by the kicking team, number 39. 5 yards is added at the spot of the kick. First down.
Yeah, no, you want the ball. It's going to be right about the 40-yard line. It'll be marked to the 41. So, Greg, you pick up 22 yards here. 22 yards, you're in field goal range.
Yep.
I mean, realistically, 22 yards.
Clock operator, set the game clock to 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
They get that extra second. This referee crew on it. Every second counts. 2:16 showed on it. They put the extra second on.
Well, Greg, it's playoff time. You also have the best referee crews still calling this late in the season.
I guess so if they caught that second.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for Liberty Hill. Hand off to Ben Carter. Spins out of a tackle, gets to the 45. There's 6 of what they need back. So, Greg, now we're about 15, 16 yards away from really being in a position to kick the field goal. But Liberty Hill would like to get the touchdown. Here we are at 2 minutes left until halftime. Liberty Hill trails. Oh, there's that point back, Greg, 21-14.
They threw it up there.
They threw it up there. It had everybody sort of confused. Oh, it's a pitch to to the left-hand side. He just runs out of bounds, actually going to lose a couple yards. That was Jack Pitchford on it. So what looked like some type of little trick play that they haven't ran before, and loses 2 or 3 yards. Do you throw the ball here, Greg?
The Indians, with 3 timeouts left, would love to get the ball back here.
Yeah. That play did not. Hey, Austin Fulford's coming into the game, and that surely gives me some indication that there might be a pass play on here. Nope, hand off to Noah Long, right-hand side, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage and stuffed. It's going to be 4th down. And now they're calling timeout on P&G side. They're going to use one of them here to save a little bit of time.
One thing guaranteed, they might not even put somebody back here. They're going to make sure that this punt gets punted.
Oh no, there's no fake here.
And you know
but Greg,
this Panther team,
yeah,
not gonna run the fake here.
No. I really thought they might throw the ball there, Greg. I really had a feeling they might do that. But nonetheless, it is 4th and 7. Punt unit's going to come out, and the snapper and the punter are already practicing. They cannot mess this snap up. Greg, it is very important. You know, folks, I just tell you right now, if you want an easy route for your child to make it to the NFL, work on his deep snapping, because there are just about every team in the NFL has a deep snapper on their team, and he gets the league minimum salary. And all he does is deep snap for punts and extra points and field goal. Teach your kid that, don't teach him to golf, teach him to deep snap. Snaps back good here on 4th down, punts away, and it's going to be fair caught at the 15-yard line. And that is where P&G will start this drive. Oh!
Great punt by Connor Hawkins. Beginning of the season, Hawkins had to do double duty and just not listen. Let's not shine it.
Yep.
Connor Hawkins was having a tough time getting a punt off, and now here in the state semifinal, what a great punt there to put this Panther team to flip this field and put this Panther team. A lot of green grass behind them.
1 minute, 26 seconds left until halftime. P&G's up 21-14. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. They're definitely going to pass the ball. Running's not going to do them a lot of good here. Oh, they do. They hand it off to Wynn, and he gets hit, pick up of 4 yards, and they're going to.
Tim, they run out of that. They run out of that formation all the time.
I know,
right up the middle, like you
had said. You're trying to score, Greg. I know, but I just now it's 2nd and 6. Snaps back, straight pass all the way, throws it to the left-hand side, bounces off of the intended receiver, Shea Adams.
And now 3rd and 5, P&G in the exact same position the Panthers were in.
Now they need that first down. I like that little short pass. They had that. If I were them, I'd
run that out. I'd run that out pattern right here.
You don't
on this side.
Nah, you definitely also don't want to run it.
No, that out pass that they ran.
No, they may go into the left-hand side. Greg, I think they're going all the way to Nunley on the left-hand side.
They try to get him to jump.
Oh, handoff to Wynn up the middle, and he stopped. Picks up 2 yards, maybe 1 yard, and it brings up 4th down, and Liberty Hill might get the ball back.
They definitely will. Coach calls the immediate timeout, leaves them with 1 timeout left, and now they're going to have to punt.
Wow.
3 and out by these defenses back-to-back when these offenses are poised to make some long drives here and try to score. The Panthers really not too far outside of Hawkins when they had it, and they just got caught. They tried to run a trick play.
Yeah.
P&G there, just some great individual tackles by this Liberty Hill defense.
Right.
And puts them in.
Want to again apologize for the crowd from the crowd, Mike. We have we're using the stadium
like I'm a DJ over here. Like I'm a mixer. I'm having I'm trying to get in here and make it happen.
Well, the crowd mic, we're hot wired into the stadium crowd mic.
Hot wired.
Yeah, and that's what we're getting. We don't have the opportunity to run a microphone out where we're located, so we're sort of forced to use
the
in-house.
Complex. We're in a giant complex, giant tower, huge brick building.
Right. It's a
3
great stadium.
stories, beautiful stadium.
Great stadium, but right now the crowd mic's not working too great. And that's what you're hearing. It's not Greg's fault. Don't call in to ESPN and try to get him fired.
21-14 here, 54 seconds left in the first half. PNG Indians against the Liberty Hill Panthers. The Panthers down 7.
Oh,
flags fly.
Delay a game. Greg, that's another mistake, I believe, right there, because you're giving Liberty Hill an extra 5 yards on the return.
For sure.
So it was delay a game against the Indians, and now Noah Long.
And who do they have back? Yeah,
Noah Long.
Yeah,
This is not normal. Noah Long usually doesn't return punts, but they're trying to get it into the hands of their biggest playmaker, and the kick is away. It's not going to be returnable. Oh, Noah Long tried it. How can they not throw interference on that?
They threw it right there, right at his feet. Absolutely. It's going to move him up another 15.
Wow, so as Noah Long's trying to catch it, he didn't try to fair catch it. Craig, I think he was going to run with it.
Because he's a madman. He absolutely was going to try to run with it. Because I think everybody on that PNG side was like, no way is he going to try to get this ball. Noah Long.
Greg, they may be trying to wave this one off.
No way. He hit him full speed while he was going for the ball.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Interference on the kicking team, number 26.
Whoa.
But Noah Long did not have a hand up, Tim.
He did not.
I've never seen that. I don't know if I've ever seen a player go into the teeth of a punting team to try to get that ball. That ball was punted sky high, 30 yards down the field. Easily as when he came up, I thought maybe he was going to catch it, but the way that he was running.
Oh no, he was going to catch it and try to run with it, and when he did, caught the defense off. Here we go, first down at the 28-yard line. Inside handoff to Noah Long, they bunch him up. Nothing going there. That's that little inside trap play that I sort of like that he runs, but the Indians really stuffed that one, and Liberty Hill has to call another timeout. We're in field goal range, but it's 30 seconds left. Oh, that's the timeout.
That's their third and final timeout of the half.
So Liberty Hill's out of timeouts now.
Game clock, 37 seconds.
So,
37
Greg, here's the thing: 37 seconds left on the game clock. So here's an interesting thing. It's 2nd and 10 from the 28.
Yep.
I don't think that Liberty Hill can run right now and get, I don't know, the yardage that they need. Maybe throw in a pass play, but that may be risky. Or do you just play it safe and run the ball? You're already in field goal range for Connor Hawkins. What do you do here?
I mean, you have plays in this situation. Coaches have these types of scenarios planned out. They have a couple different plays they can call where they're, you don't want the clock to keep running. You definitely don't want to stay in bounds. Maybe you're going to attack the sideline. But we know, Tim, we've seen it time and time again when you say all these things and they give it to Ben Carter up the middle and he takes it to the house.
That's true. Here we go. We'll find out. It won't be to Ben Carter. He's not set up behind. They're going to hand it off wide to the left-hand side to Pitchford, and he gets out of bounds at the 21-yard line. If you're going to run a run and play, get to the sideline to where he can run out of bounds. And we have 32 seconds left to go. It is 3rd and 3 from the 21-yard line.
Might see the same thing the other way, or the misdirection with Joe coming back this way to the short side, Fulford coming in, and as Tim indicates, that might be a pass play. He's one of the Panthers' targets.
Here we go, 3rd and 2. Pitch, it's a pass play thrown up in the air, and it is complete. No, incomplete pass at the 2-yard line. It was a pitch to Jack Pitchford, and he put it up in the air, and Fulford just couldn't hang on to it.
Great play.
And it's 4th down. 4th down, we're going to see the kicking unit on. Here comes Connor Hawkins to try to get the 3.
Great play call, great play design. Fulford open, had a chance to come down with it.
This is the equivalent of a 37-yard field goal. 37-yard field goal attempt. There's movement, and it's a fake punt. But no, there was movement on the defensive line. Greg, he called a fake.
No,
it was just a bad snap of fire. Okay.
I think it's offsides on the defense.
Giving them a first down. It is.
And the offense back out on the field.
Well, they're going to.
Connor Hawkins is like, can I kick a
Offsides on the defense, number 47.
Wow, Greg. The drama continues here in the first half, Greg.
Huge mistake by PNG to give the Panthers 21 seconds left. A couple of chances here at the end zone.
Now what do you do?
And also gives Hawkins a little bit easier field goal attempt should they stop him here in these next couple plays.
Yeah, we have 21 seconds left. Ball's on the left-hand hash. A pitch out to the right-hand side. There's a pass play now, too, thrown up in the end zone. And it's incomplete pass in the back of the end zone. Again, pitch to Jack Pitchford, and he threw it out of the rolling out. The pass was intended for Caden Cockburn in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Run off 5 seconds, so now it's second down with 16 seconds left to go. Greg,
same team stays on the field.
You have to throw the ball. You cannot even risk running it to the sideline.
And here comes Fulford.
You cannot risk running to the sideline and getting caught, because if you get caught in bounds,
you're done.
You're done. You can't even get the field goal unit. So everything here is going to be a pass play. Oh, no, it's going to go against Liberty Hill. We weren't set. We're some movement.
Jack was moving. Wasn't set.
Yard penalty remains second down.
Now it should be back to 16 seconds,
yes.
I believe.
Coach Walker's in their ear. They got to reset the clock.
$21-14 here. 13 seconds left.
Set the game clock to 16 seconds.
These refs are on these clocks.
Greg, I'm telling you. Listen.
Linda.
At this point of the season, you got the best refs.
Yep.
You got the best radio station.
Yep.
You got the best crew. Right.
Best teams.
The best teams. This is what it's about. Playoff football. 16 seconds left. 21-14 PNG. Inside handoff. Greg.
10
seconds.
9. 8.
Oh, they got to snap it. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. Oh my God.
The first half.
Oh, what a bad mistake.
Wait. Ref's talking. The ref's talking.
Yeah, but the guy that called incomplete pass.
It's less than 3 seconds on the clock when the quarterback did the grounding play. That is the end of the quarter by rule.
Wow. Boy, the coaches are upset, and what they said was I've never heard that rule. What they said was when the quarterback took the snap with less than 3 seconds to ground it, that
you said
by rule it's the end of the half. I've never heard that before. Liberty Hill lost out on an attempt to get 3 points right there.
And you figure, I'm not going to say it was automatic, but a really good chance for Hawkins to come in and drill a 25 or 28-yard field goal or whatever the case may have been there. And we said, look, I've seen it before dozens of times where that play up the middle, they will call it because you don't expect it. And we've seen it bust for a touchdown. Questionable, yeah, but we've seen it work so many times. So, not going to second guess coach there to try to make something happen. Thought that maybe if they did get tackled, they'd have enough time to down it, and they literally didn't have 1 second. Coach Les said he's never heard of that rule before himself.
I've never, because why would less than 3 seconds snapping and spiking the ball result in the end of the quarter with less than 3 seconds? I've never heard that rule. And what would be the purpose of the rule? Why was it put into place? Because that's part of strategy, is spiking the ball to get a chance for another play or bring your field goal unit onto the field.
So if it's 3 seconds or less and I snap the ball and I throw it into the ground, it doesn't matter. The clock runs out. Even though it's an incomplete pass with 2 seconds left, 2 seconds ticks off.
Correct. That's what he's saying. I've never heard that rule.
It's a dumb rule. Let's be honest. So I don't even know why, like you said, why is it even put in place?
I don't even know. Josh Willard, if you're listening, if you have any insight on that.
Get Brad Cohn on the horn.
Brad Cohn or something. Craig Way. Let's get Craig Way on the line.
Coach Les is a coach with 20-plus years experience, and he said, I've never heard of that.
I've never either. And I don't even understand what the purpose of the rule is. I mean, I understand sometimes when there's a purpose to the rule. So anyway, Greg,
I can't cry. No cry over.
No,
spilled milk.
We're just
the lady in red. She went to the media timeout, and now the bands are out on the field. The band is on the field.
On the field. We're gonna bring the rain. We're gonna take a break. The score is 21-14. Here at halftime, PNG up on Liberty Hill, and PNG has the ball to start the second half. We're going to take a break here at halftime and let you listen to the beautiful sounds of the marching bands. You're listening to Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Texas for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
A&W Water Well Service, owned and operated by the Ward family who have resided in the Liberty Hill community since 2006. A&W Water Well Service offers installation and repair of solar wells, storage tanks, constant pressure systems, pressure tanks, and all submersible pumps. We provide the best water well service in all of Central Texas. Give us a call for all your water well needs at 512-778-5655.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype today.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
FCU Stadium here just on the west side of Houston. Getting ready to start the second half of play in this Liberty Hill Port Neches Grove State semifinal game, where Port Neches Groves is up 21-14 on the Liberty Hill Panthers as we head into the second half of play. Greg, what's Liberty Hill got to do coming out in the second half if they're going to try to win this game?
Do what you got to do all the time. Protect the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tackle that running back. And Tim, those coaches had to see the same thing that you did, and you're going to really focus on your defense on stopping that run up the middle. Pinch your tackles, blitz your linebackers, do something to clog that middle up and force them to go outside and or throw the ball.
Hey, we didn't talk about the run-through for Port Neches Grove.
We love the Port Neches run-through. It's an awesome run-through. Looks like a big Indian headdress.
Top 10.
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
The PNG Port Neches Grove Indians embrace their mascot, embrace their Indians.
Yep.
They're not changing it to the Guardians or the Washington football team.
Nope.
They said, we're the Indians. We've been the Indians for a long time.
And that's what we are.
And they...
they're even doing the tomahawk chop over there.
They have a headdress right out now
on the field. He's like stomping at the 50-yard line.
Yep, he is. He is. So, you know.
Greg, we got some scores to come in across the state.
Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. Aledo up on Forney, 22-7. Smithson Valley all over Brownsville Veterans Memorial, 49-0. South Oak Cliff and Frisco Emerson tied at 10 at halftime. Wow, I know. Anna up on Decatur, 14-13 in the third quarter. Tyler Chapel Hill up on San Antonio Davenport, 35-20. Gilmer all over Glenrose, 52-21. Halftime, another Central Texas game. Belleville leading Central Texas team Wimberley 21-14. Same scores here. Gunther beat Canadian 35-17, and Chilton leading Mart 17-14. That's where Merle's at. Merle's calling that Chilton Mart game 17-14 is what they are having there. In Belton is where they're at the home of Mary Hardin Baylor. All right, you got the lady in red out there, Greg. She got her hand up, and we're about ready to go.
21-14. Panthers trailing here in Houston.
Yep.
And you just hope they got in, shake it off, make some adjustments, do what you got to do. Just tough way to end that first half. Tim, you got in the rule book,
I did.
And it's official, right?
It is official.
In NCAA and high school, not in the pros.
Not in the pros. If it is 3 seconds or less on a spiked attempt, it doesn't stop the clock. It's over. Runs the rest of it out.
They got the snap off with 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
It counted down.
Here's the kickoff. Connor Hawkins is going to kick it out of the back of the end zone and let the Indians start off at the 25-yard line.
Kyle May wins the race down the field with a host of other Panthers. Sebastian Evans as well.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Thanks, everybody, for listening in to our broadcast on 102.7 ESPN 102.7, the game of the week. Here we go. PNG back on offense. Connor Bailey at quarterback. Hands off to Wynn right up the middle, and he picks up 3 yards on first down. Isaiah Wynn on the carry.
Coach said he hasn't coached high school, so he wasn't aware of that rule, just like we weren't. But you mentioned it. This is the best referee. These are the best refs that they got going. Right. This crew here, they've been graded pretty high, and so they get a chance to call these games. And
you are right on the grades. They're not just letting anybody call this game. 2nd and 7 Handoff to Win again up the middle, and he's got one man to beat. He's off to the races. No, he's brought down at the 50-yard line after a pickup of 22 yards.
Good tackle there by Camarina as Win crosses the 50. Again, up the middle. Tim called it out, and this coaching staff is aware of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the PNG 49-yard line. Just starting the second half of play, PNG's up 21-14. Bailey takes a snap, hands off to that big running back Blair Chatinier, and he picks up 3 yards.
Good tackle by Caleb Nicholas there.
Second and 7.
They leave the same team on the field. Liberty Hill runs out an extra linebacker.
Second and 7. Here we go. 2 receivers to the right, none to the left. Hand off to Chatinier, right up the middle again, and he is off to the races. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to get in the end zone. A 48-yard touchdown run for Chatinier. And Greg, he actually has some wheels too.
I guess so. When he busted through there, I thought maybe he was going to get tackled by the shoestrings, but he powered through it and then turned on the jets. Puts the Indians up 27-14.
Just like that first drive of the second half, PNG goes down and scores. And it is good. They extend their lead to 28-14 with 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter play.
Media timeout.
And now we have that media timeout, Greg, and we just come back to the game. We're going to keep it here. You know, we'll do another break later. But Greg, we're not kidding when we say this, that there has been zero runs outside the tackle by Port Neches Groves.
Nope. They haven't had to.
Nope,
they haven't split it wide. They got the big boys up front. They've been tucked in behind them, and it's been a combination of their 2 big running backs. And we knew it coming in that's how it was going to be. They're a running team. Although Bailey does impress you when he drops back and throws the pass, but it is definitely a weapon. But they know where their bread is buttered, and it's right between those tackles, right up the middle, and they are wreaking havoc with their run game.
Liberty Hill needs to get back on the board and at least stay within a touchdown. Port Neches Groves has all the momentum right now going their direction after that crazy end to the first half, where if you weren't listening in, Liberty Hill was well within Connor Hawkins' field goal range, and they ran a running play with not a whole lot of seconds left on the clock, and we're going to spike the ball to kill the clock and then put the field goal unit on. But it was at 3 seconds, and when they spiked it, the referee said that is the half. By rule, which we didn't know, by rule, 3 seconds or less in a half or the game, and there is a spike attempt or a spike happening, it's going to run the rest of the clock out. And I didn't know if anybody seemed to know that rule except for the referee crew.
The referee crew, they knew it for sure.
And I'm still perplexed as the reason why.
And credit the PNG defense there for doing what a defense is supposed to do in that situation and lollygag a little, right?
That's true.
They didn't try to rush back. They maybe have been, maybe in the way of the ref, maybe in the way of a Liberty Hill guy, maybe holding him a little bit so he can't get set.
Yeah.
You're doing what you're supposed to be doing at the end of a play.
Yeah.
When the offense is trying to go quick, do everything you can to stop it, and they did it.
And you know what that makes them? Lollygaggers. Going to be returned by Liberty Hill from the 20 and hit immediately at the 30-yard line. Only a return of 10.
Another big tackle on the kickoff return.
Yeah,
that's by number 32, Davis Freeman, junior linebacker.
Yeah,
he's had a couple of big hits on the kickoff return.
And even on kickoff team, he's he hits somebody every time, even on the return. I mean, he's trying to. Here's the first play for Liberty Hill, and handoff to Noah Long. It looks like, I think. Yep. A gain of 2 yards to the 32-yard line. Liberty Hill's first drive of the second half. They're down 28-14 with 9.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play. Up to the line of scrimmage on the left-hand hash. Handoff to Ben Carter, and maybe another 2 yards picked up to the 34-yard line.
Good job by this interior defensive line for P&G. Here comes Jack Pitchford into the game, along with Damian Zapata.
Here we go, 3rd and 6. Handoff left-hand side to Noah Long, and they bunch him up. Nothing doing there. He picks up 2 yards. They'll bring up 4th and 4. As he got to the 36-yard line, it's going to force the punting unit to come back on the field. And they're not going to catch anybody off guard now, Greg, I don't believe.
No, you get it. You get to do it one time, and now you have to play. You can't play video game football. You have to do it, and you see the PNG punt return is definitely linebacker heavy, let's say.
Yeah. Connor Hawkins set to punt it away. Plenty of time, gets the punt off. And fair caught at the 22-yard line, and that's where P&G will start this drive.
No, it does a couple of things. One being no chance for a block for P&G, probably for the rest of the game with the way that coach pulled the trigger on that. They're just going to sit there, 2 linebackers, the guys that they normally would be rushing that weren't there on the other one, right? Because who's going to fake it on their 20-yard line in that situation? But the Panthers caught him exposed. Not any longer. No
Ball's on the left hash for this first down play. 2 receivers to the right-hand side, 2 to the left. Isaiah Wynn is the running back there with Connor Bailey at quarterback. Bailey takes the snap. Fake hands off to Wynn. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage by none other.
Alistair Vallejo puts his big paw on it. Great awareness there.
I'm actually surprised they did that, Greg, because they've been successful running it and start to run the clock. We may see a lot more running from them, even though it's been successful.
If not for Vallejo's hand, that's a completed pass by Bailey. It's absolutely just a spectacular individual play.
3 receivers out the right-hand side. They're opening up the middle, so look for maybe a running play in the middle to back to Win. Snap, hand off to Win, and that's exactly what they do. When they spread these, they pick up maybe 6 yards. When they spread that offense out so much, Greg, it causes there to be no defensive backs once they break that line of scrimmage to make the tackles. And that is one of the reasons they've been able to pop off all these big runs.
And here comes Chatanier.
Chatanier's into the game now at running back. 3rd and 4. Look for Chatanier to get the ball here. I don't think.
Why wouldn't you give it to him?
Give it to him.
Panthers.
Hand off to Chatanier, and they trip him up, but he stays on his feet, and he gets the first down. He does not come down on first contact. And his shoe came off. First down for P&G.
Good run there by Chatanier.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Chatanier still in the game. Offset to the right at running back. Might we see him again? Nope, fake off to Chatanier. Plenty of time, throws it downfield, has an open receiver, and he catches it, but down at the 26-yard line. That is all the way down, complete to Reed Richards.
Reed Richards, he did stretch out on that one. Great pass by Bailey. Found his man streaking down the middle of the field.
First down from the Liberty Hill 26-yard line. One receiver to the left, two to the right. Watch Chattanooga. They're going to give it to him here. I'm pretty sure they do, right up the middle. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he picks up a yard anyway, maybe two to the 24.
It is stuffed. We're going to pause for a 10-second identification break. You're listening to Liberty Hill Panther football on Vype Media and ESPN.
All right, we're back. 2nd and 9. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Ball's in the middle of the hashes. Chattanooga still at running back. Hand off to Chattanooga again, but they hit him in the backfield, but he still gets yardage, Greg. Picks up 2 more yards after they hit him in the backfield.
Garrett Lindgren in on the tackle to bring up 3rd and long.
40 seconds on the game clock. 40 seconds on the game clock.
The ref said 40.
Please set the play clock to 40 seconds.
He did say
the game
He
clock
did say
is
game.
at 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
I'm not messing with these guys.
No.
They have the time down, the rules down.
Yeah.
Unquestionable referee crew right now. They really have made, it's been a well officiated game. And Tim, we've seen some doozies.
Yeah, no, they've done a really good game. Yeah, these guys have been on, but they're on top of it. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down. Snaps back. Passing play. Throws it downfield. Wide open receiver. Touchdown.
Tim, the old rope-a-dope there with receivers when you put 2 in and fake that move so that you think you're coming in and then you split off. The Panthers must be switching, and when coaches see that, when you see that switch, the first thing you do is you fake that move and then take that guy down. It results in that great play call, great identification of how it's being defended. They put the Panthers in the mixer there, and it resulted in a touchdown. Great call, unfortunate for the Panthers.
Extra point is good. Extends the lead to 35-14. PNG over Liberty Hill.
This one getting a little bit out of control now. Love to see the Panthers come back and answer here. And then maybe, is it onside time?
Yeah.
It's not quite desperation, but wow, you're down 3 scores, and you got to do something here to get back in this ball game.
Well, it starts off with this kickoff return.
It does. Haven't seen the Panthers do anything flashy on kickoff returns. They've been pretty just catching in straights. Probably look for more of the same here. Jack Pickford.
Well, we're doing media timeout, Greg. We'll take that with them, and we'll come right back. You're listening to Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
All right, back here after the media timeout, watching the lady in red on the sideline until she tells us it's a go. And here we go. Back in action. Liberty Hill going to return this kickoff after the score. PNG's now up 35-14 with 5:15 left to go in the third quarter of play. Thank you, everybody, for listening in to the broadcast tonight. Really do appreciate it. ESPN 1027 sponsors Mr. Gaddy's and the Oasis Restaurant. Thank you guys for sponsoring the broadcast tonight. And thank Exact Warehouse Solutions for the Booster Club helping us get on the air. Little squib kick on the kickoff. Not much there. Liberty Hill brings it back to the 40-yard line.
Ben Carter grabs a hold of it, gets some tough yards.
First down for Liberty Hill at their own 41-yard line. And Greg, do you just like stay normal here and not go crazy?
Of course you do. You're going to run your offense. You're going to do what you need to do.
Handoff to Ben Carter. Pickup of 1 yard.
You got to start mixing it up. You know, you're going to start running out of time. You have the fourth quarter left. You know, after your score, after your next score, you're going to do the onside kick and give them a short field if you don't get it. So, we say we've seen them in this situation many times, and this is the offense they run.
That's true. 2nd and 9. Handoff to Noah Long, left-hand side, and he picks up a yard before he stopped. It brings up another third down for Liberty Hill, 3rd and 9.
That one started out good. Here comes Jack. And so when they see 7 come in, they have to be aware of his ability to throw the ball, whether it's off the run or they're just going to direct.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Jackson Hines get the ball a little bit tonight to mix it up. Hand off the right-hand side to Pitchford, and he has the first down, getting across midfield to the 48-yard line, enough to pick up the first down.
And you credit this referee crew for not calling those flags on the backsides of holds that we've seen over and over again throughout. These guys are calling a great game. There's no way that that stuff hasn't happened or hasn't unfolded. They just keep their flags in their pockets on those. I've seen so many times over the past 4 or 5 games, refs throwing flags on those specific plays right there.
1st and 10 from the 47. And again, same play other side to Pitchford, and he only picks up a yard to the 46-yard line.
Good hard run by Pitchford there. They were discussing it after. Reed Richards in on the tackle.
2nd and 9, and the 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play. Port Neches Groves leads Liberty Hill 35-14. Handoff left-hand side, and that is also a handoff to Pitcher, but a nice little run to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards. It'll bring up a manageable third down play, 3rd and 3.
Obviously 4 down territory here for the Panthers. It is for the rest of the way.
Third and 3, left-hand hash. Quarterback sneak up the middle. The other Pitchford runs it to get the first down, gets to the 36-yard line, moving the chains.
(35-14), PNG up on Liberty Hill. If you're just joining us here, 2:17 on the running clock, left in the third quarter.
Ball's on the left-hand hash up to the 36-yard line. Pitchford pitches it to Pitchford, across the 30, to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 8. Let's call it pickup of 8 yards.
Jack getting rolling now. Perfect time for a, this is a razzle-dazzle play. You have a chance to do this. You got 3 downs to pick up the first, maybe take a shot here, shorten this clock a little bit.
Pickup of 9 officially, so it's 2nd and 1 from the 27. You can hear the tomahawk chop by the P&G band. Handoff to Ben Carter up the middle. He picks up the first down, picks up 3 yards.
Nothing wrong with 28 getting the first down either.
Ball's on the left-hand hash on this first down play. Minute and 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. P&G up 35-14. Pickford takes the snap, hands off to Noah Long, left-hand side, and he lunges only to get a yard.
He slams the ball, he punches the turf there because he knows had he got by that tackler, those couple of tacklers right there, that might have been a house call.
Yeah,
because 21 was ready to go. He's putting his hands up in a little bit of frustration. Is 21.
What does that mean when he looks over here to the sidelines? He does that, Greg.
He's just give me the ball, coach.
Yeah, 2nd and 9. Handoff to Pitchford. Gets to the 20-yard line before he's stopped. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 from the 20. Definitely 4-down territory, Greg. The field goal is not really going to help you a lot right here, is it?
Nope, it really won't. You're down 21. 18 really doesn't do much for you. It's still 3 scores. It doesn't matter that one of them's a field goal.
3rd and 6. You're Greg calling it 4-down territory. Pitchford to Pitchford. Pitchford gets across the 10, the 5, and he's going to score from 20 yards out. Jack Pitchford on the score.
Great run there off the left side by Pitchford. Gets the Panthers back within 2 scores. Pending the kick here. Exactly what this Panther team needed, Tim. They might not have to do the onsides, or they might kick it down and see if their defense can do something.
I believe so. It's too early for the onside kick. That was the last play of the third quarter. No time on the clock after this extra point. There'll be a break. And it is good, and Liberty Hill now cuts into the lead. Now trails 35-21 at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break because the lady in red's coming out and telling us so. Anyway, we'll take a break. You're listening to Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blazed the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, we are back to get the fourth quarter started. What's going to happen here, Greg? We've seen fourth quarters get wild and crazy. And for Liberty Hill to win this game, it's going to have to get wild and crazy.
It absolutely is. They're going to have to make plays on both sides of the ball, have to do something that they haven't been able to do much of this game, and that's turn this Indian team over or get them on the 3 and outs. And get the ball back to their offense. I think they're going to kick it long here, but maybe not.
They're going to kick it. You got the best kicker in the state. Kick it out of the end zone. Make them start to 25, and you run no clock off, and let's just go to work. And our defense. You're going to win this game. It's going to start. It has to start with the defense.
It absolutely does. Tim, another one of our big fans, my mother-in-law, Diana Harlan, she's listening. She said, great to hear you back. Wasn't the same without you the past couple weeks. She said, slow and steady, one play at a time, right? That's where we're at.
What?
One play at a time.
Diana said that?
She did.
Yes.
That's exactly what she said. Slow and steady, one play at a time. She knows football for sure.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well, because she's from Texas. She's not one of those Pennsylvania moms. Your mom didn't know
She
football.
doesn't. My mom does not know football.
Right. She knows.
Right.
Your mom knows pierogies. She does not know football.
Absolutely.
But Diana, she knows football. Has she had pierogies?
She has. I'm sure.
Okay.
She has. Good stuff. It's the truth. It really comes down to it right now. Fourth quarter. Listen, this is the Panthers in the weight room all summer. Fourth quarter, Panther quarter, hold the rope. All the sayings are right now out in front of this Panther team. And onside kick.
And they get it. It was an onside kick. They get it at the 45.
Great kick, great run, got a bounce.
7-yard line.
Good job by Connor Hawkins. He is an excellent onside kicker, and so they went for it. And they're going to put their defense in a tough spot. And again, that's coach saying, "Hey, look, we trust our defense. Doesn't matter if we put them back there. We're going to see if they can game theory and get us a chance here to get the ball back."
Just starting the fourth quarter, ball's on the 48-yard line after a failed onside kick attempt. Port Neches leads 35-21. Bailey with the big running back, Chatanier, hands off to Chatanier, and he's a load. He picks up a yard, though, on maybe just a yard on first down.
Caleb Nicholas, Samuel Knox in there. Knox, a leading tackler on this defense.
2nd and 9.
Panthers all 3 timeouts.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Just doesn't mean anything when they split this many out. They've been giving it to Chatanier.
Yeah. Give it to Chatanier again. He picks up, looks like about 3 yards, gets across the 45 to the 44, brings up 3rd and 7.
And tip your cap to the PNG offense. Penalty free. Really? I don't know if they maybe that one false start on the punt. But other than that, they really have been playing a clean game. This offensive line.
No holds.
Nope.
3rd and 6. Big 3rd down. Liberty Hill needs a stop. This would be a great place for it.
PNG crowd awful loud.
Timeout. Timeout, Port Neches Groves.
Timeout, PNG.
Interesting.
That's the first timeout of the half.
Interesting eruption of the PNG crowd when they were trying to get that playoff, Tim. Doesn't make much sense, but okay.
Well,
the coaching staff called the timeout. I'm not sure if their crowd did that, but
Greg, maybe they'd already called the play. Maybe he saw a formation against that play he wasn't happy with, or he didn't have his right personnel on the field.
No, look, if you're the PNG coaching staff,
Here's what I'd do.
Not going to get crazy here.
If I were them, I'd run another play with Chatanier, maybe get 2, maybe 3 more yards, or even the first down. But if you get within 3 or 4 yards, you bring Shea Adams back in at quarterback and let him run up the middle. That's been super successful for him.
Yep. Head coach Jeff Joseph, he's also the AD, offense coordinator Cade McCary.
Please.
Here we go. 3rd and 6. 3 receivers to the right. Greg, this is a prime running play right here with Chatanier, I think. Nope, a pass play, roll out to the right-hand side. Flags everywhere. Greg, there's that flag you needed. It is a complete for a first down.
And that is a hold all day long.
It's going against.
Holding on the offense, number 58. The 10-yard penalty from the previous spot remains 3rd down.
Greg, perfect timing on jinxing Port Neches Groves.
I'll take it. Those refs, they were quick on the draw too.
It was
flags
fast.
came out of everywhere. 2 flags immediately. They were
Greg,
like 5 yards off the turf.
They were holding our players before the snap, I guess it looked like. That's how fast those flags came out.
And those flags were 5 yards off the ground, 15 yards far, and they were within 5 yards of each other when they landed. That was a really cool penalty.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We're looking at 3rd and 16. Snaps back straight, pass play, plenty of time, throws it downfield, has a receiver, complete, and a touchdown. Oh, a flag in the backfield, but that might be a late hit.
I have a feeling it is going to be a late hit.
That is complete to Reed Richard.
Holding.
Oh, it's coming back, Greg.
Wow! Bring it back again. They held on to Vallejo as he got through there.
Wow.
And back it goes.
Greg, talk about them not getting penalties a little bit more.
I mean, I was tipping my cap to that team because they had now two big, huge penalties to put them behind the sticks. Exactly what this Liberty Hill team needed. They went max protection, only put one man in the pattern, and they found him. Great pass.
Wow. Now it's 3rd and 26.
And again, you wonder if Liberty Hill is going to sit back again or if they bring the heat and they press it.
Here we go. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Snaps back to Bailey, looking to throw to the left-hand side, throws it out to the left-hand side. It is complete, short, well short of the first down at the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt unit. Liberty Hill's going to get the ball back.
They didn't even question, didn't even think about it.
Not from here. You have to.
Didn't even think about it.
No, never. They're not even close here. Greg, they got to punt the ball. But Liberty Hill has a shot here.
Is Shatton here on the field? Who's that?
No.
Nope, that's 6. The fake definitely in play.
No way. Greg, they're 14 yards from the first down. No way.
Oh, they are 14 yards. You're right.
Yes. Snap back, punt away. Fair caught at the 14-yard line by Noah Long, and Liberty Hill's going to have a chance here to bring it within a score, Greg. 9:50 left to go in this game. The defense did what it needed to do.
And you got a bonus attempt at getting an onside kick. You let Connor Hawkins get the feel of it in game mode, trying to get that onside kick.
Does that help?
Absolutely. You get out there, you do it, you get the feel of it, see how the turf's bouncing, all that stuff. It's just going to help them a little bit better on the next one.
Here they go. 1st and 10 from the 14. Pitch to Pitchford, and he's on his feet still. He gets brought down after a first down, a pickup of 15 yards.
Good run there by Pitchford off the right side. And there's a PNG player down.
Yep, PNG players down. Let's see if the lady in red comes out and makes it a... Nope. No media timeout. We'll keep it here, Greg.
So we said it had to start out like this, right? In order to come back and to make a run at this and to, Panther quarter, 4th quarter, get the touchdown at the end of the 3rd. You give it an onside try, 3 and out, and then score the touchdown.
Yep.
Start out with a big run. Mason Weichel, linebacker, junior linebacker. Called his name a few times.
Liberty Hill has the ball. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the game. Liberty Hill's down 2 scores, 35-21, but they have the ball. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Movement. They're going to lose 5 yards here. They had a right side jumped. That's not what you need there.
Start, hook up here. Hit the snap. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
1st and 15. Ball's on the right-hand hash. 1st and 15, up the line of scrimmage comes the offense. Jack Pitchford on the pitch, and he gets some tough yardage. Greg, he's running hard. He picks up what looks like close to about 8 yards.
He really is. Jack Pitchford really is running hard tonight.
That's the hardest I've seen him run.
I agree. He was. I heard him talking to some PNG players. I saw him talking to some PNG players. He is fired up.
2nd and 6. Right-hand hash still. Pitchford left-hand side. Oh, he's bunched up. Picks up only 1 yard. They corral his legs, taking it out from underneath him.
That's what you have to do to slow down a running back of that magnitude there, running that fast. He went right after his ankles.
Jackson off the field. Now Jackson Hines checks in. Nope, but here comes Pitchford back in the game, and Hines out again.
Might be Jack to throw it.
It might be. They don't need to throw it here, Greg. It's 3rd and 6 or 5. There's movement. They didn't throw it. There's a pass play. Overthrows it. Wow. Like, Greg, that one didn't develop at all. I did not like that one right there. It just wasn't in sync there. Now it brings up 4th down, and they're going for it. Nope, here comes the punting unit.
Yeah, I think Coach knows if you go for it here and you miss it, you're in trouble. Camarena, the punter.
Oh, a fake punt. Oh, there's a flag. It is complete to Ben Carter, but there's a flag. There's a violation of some sort here. Ben Carter was hiding himself over here on the sideline.
I love that play, but I think that somebody was not set.
No,
unless they pick it up.
Well, Ben Carter was hidden over here on the sidelines, and Greg, I don't think that's even legal.
It absolutely is legal.
Unless you check in.
It's 100% legal. He split out as a wide receiver.
Sportsmanlike conduct on the offense, using the substitution process as a hideout. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
That is correct, Greg.
He got caught.
Greg, that is a rule.
These guys are on it. These guys are on it.
Right.
He had his toes on the side there.
It's like a trick play, but you're not able to do it like that. And now it backs them up even more. It's still 4th down, and it's going to bring Connor Hawkins on to punt the ball. 8 minutes left to go in this game. Snaps a little high, but he gets it. Gets the punt off. And it does not take a Liberty Hill bounce, and P&G is going to get the ball in Liberty Hill territory at the Liberty Hill 42-yard line. Defense has got to step up here again.
Timeout on the field.
And that is a media timeout. Greg, we'll take it with them and go to a small break. And the score is 35-21 in favor of Port Neches Groves with 8 minutes left to go. You're listening to Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week.
We're going to stay here, folks, and keep it live through the media break. Tim, I wanted to take a break, but I tell you what, we're going to talk through while the lady in red dances on the sideline. She's got her hand up.
There's no dancing going on.
She's not dancing with you, the lady in red?
No, she's not dancing. She's just holding her hand up in the air. And
35-21, 4th quarter. Panthers tried to pull a little trickeration there, and it didn't work out. These refs were all over it.
Greg, we have probably set a record tonight with odd plays that Liberty Hill has run in a game. Hadn't seen this many, odd, out-of-character play calls. And I'm not saying they're bad. What I'm saying is we don't see them normally out of this offense. So that they run something not in their normal play calling.
No, listen, it's all hands on deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this deal.
Yep.
You're not messing around and leaving anything on the field. It's There is no tomorrow.
It's go time.
Yeah. So you credit this coaching staff for dialing it up and making something happen and trying to generate an extra possession, which is what you need right now. Is just an extra possession.
Well, Greg, I think we're going to see a plethora of running plays now from P&G.
Oh, no doubt.
Running the clock. Check out Isaiah Wynn in the game. Watch him. Nope, fake, and it's a pass play, crossing pattern, and it is complete. A first down to the 30.
And again, good job by the refs. A little chippy blocking on the outside. They're letting the boys play.
First down on the 30-yard line. Clock is ticking. 7:35 and counting. Port Neches grows up 35-21. What's the mother-in-law saying, Greg? What she got?
Listen, one play at a time, she said turnover. We need a turnover.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff up the middle again to Win. Picks up 2, but more importantly, keeps the clock going.
Turnover right here, be perfect. You got to have something happen. The 3-and-out. You figure PNG in field goal range here.
We assume
down 14.
Yeah.
We were watching them before at the beginning of the game. I think right now you probably give them a chance at it. 17 might just be too much to come back from this late in the game. 2 scores, anything can happen. 3.
Here we go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bailey takes the snap. Fake hands off to Win. Throws it in towards the end zone. Has a receiver just off his hand in the end zone. Incomplete pass. Defended by Kendrick Hicks. And he comes up. He's down in the end zone.
Good job by Hicks staying with him. Looked like when he came down, as the Liberty Hill training crew gets out there to him.
There's 6 of them running out there to him.
To attend to him.
There's a big training program. Greg, we didn't even when I was in high school, we didn't really have we didn't have trainers. We had managers.
Come on!
No, we did not. The coaching staff was the ones wrapping ankles and everything. We did not have a trainer.
Shout out to Paul Scheich, my trainer, and he ran our training staff. You know what my trainer Paul Scheich he would get upset at is we would use too much tape. Right? Too much tape. He was mad because what were we doing? We're receivers, Tim. Taping our wrists, taping our fingers, taping. He's like, you don't need that much tape. So my senior year, while we were watching film, we'd each go in and steal a roll of tape, and we made a big giant tape ball about this big, and we signed it and gave it to him when we graduated. I know he's got it on the shelf somewhere. It's a 50-pound tape ball.
Oh, that's funny. All right, 3rd down and 8. 6.5 minutes left to go in this game. P&G up 35-21. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Bailey takes the snap, straight drop back, looking to pass, throws it, gets hit. As he throws it, it is complete. Down to the 10-yard line.
That right there would have been at least a chance for the Panthers to get the ball back.
Greg, they just haven't gotten the pressure on Bailey when he's thrown the ball.
You mentioned this offensive line and how big they are. When they go max protect, they are hard to get through.
1st and goal, right at the 10-yard line. 1 receiver to the left.
And you feel like this is just straight running. Just a straight running play here.
Yep, it's the quarterback that runs.
Ball's out, Vallejo!
Loose.
Vallejo ripped it out. He slams the turf because he did exactly what he needed to do there, ripping that ball out. And you can just see him dejected because if that ball had bounced one way or the other, Vallejo could have turned it. Looking at the replay, rips it out.
Wow. 2nd and goal. We lost 3 yards on the play, back to the 13-yard line.
Exactly what needed to happen there for this Liberty Hill team. Make a play, put the ball on the ground. Vallejo tried to make something happen, and his frustration slaps the ground because he feels like he did what he should have. Ball just bounced the wrong way. I feel like this is just a straight
2
running play
receivers to the
again.
right, 1 to the left. This one, no, fake crossing pattern is completed to the 5-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 5. Greg, what do you think of the P&G not running the ball and just making these pass plays? They're not backing down.
Nope, I think that they're going right for it. They're not playing to not lose, right? They're playing to win.
Correct.
And so many times over the course of the years, Tim, we've said it over and over and over. When teams had this Liberty Hill team down, they would play safe. They would play conservative.
Right.
And it give this Liberty Hill team just a little inch, and they would take a mile and get right back into the game. And this PNG team is definitely not doing that. You must have called for 5 runs. Almost every single one is going to pass. And I've agreed with you every single time. You run the ball, run the clock, but they're not. They're running these pass plays, picking up first downs, and keeping the clock moving.
All right, let's go back earlier this year and even some games in the past. Georgetown lost this game because they got conservative, right?
Yep.
And Hutto lost their game because they got conservative. They went away with what was working.
Yep.
Liberty Hill won both those games because their opponent got conservative.
Took their foot off the gas, for sure.
And that's what P&G is not doing tonight.
Nope. And maybe out of all those teams, this team, P&G, with Chattanooga and win, they absolutely could, and no one would fault them for it. You're like, I'm running this Chattanooga up the middle. I'm just going to keep doing it and see if you can stop me, keep the clock moving.
Right.
But nope, P&G keeping their foot on the gas. And great job by this coaching staff to keep this Liberty Hill defense off balance.
Now Chattanooga's in the game.
And you got to figure. We said it 5 times in a row, but they passed it.
Snap.
They
Fake hit off the Chattanooga. They're going for it, and it is a touchdown. They did exactly what we said they've been doing. They threw it to the end zone. And a touchdown, and that is just about going to seal this deal for the Indians.
Jacob Morris is fired up.
Well, the Indians have done a little bit of aggressive contact blocking, taking it a little bit too far. I've been watching a lot of that tonight, and it has really made things a little chippy down there because extra point is good, making the lead 42-21. Now, Greg, we can talk a little bit about down 3 touchdowns with 4:21 left. It is pretty bleak right now for Liberty Hill, especially based on a running type offense. But Greg, is it setting in? Is it a factor right now with these seniors as they look at the scoreboard?
I just don't think so. Not yet. I think there's still time on the clock. They're still going to keep pushing. This is Texas football, and you talk about teams that John Tyler game, and being down that much in the fourth quarter and that kind of stuff. So you always believe, but it is you're putting it in a space where it's just really tough. You got to maybe return the kick, get the onside, another onside. Like we're really grasping at some straws here. But I tell you what, this team has no quitting it, and they're going to keep fighting. They're going to keep playing hard on both sides of the ball. But really, right there, if PNG maybe misses that pass or something happens there, it's a 1-score game if they go down and score. So you just credit.
Ball's bouncing around, picked up by Noah Long at the 15. He's down the sideline. One man. Oh, he gets tackled by that last man across the 40 at the 42, or he'd have been gone.
He did. He got tackled by the kicker. That's tough. That's a tough situation there. Kicker, probably the best tackle of his career to bring down All-State running back Noah Long.
First down, and ball's officially placed on the 44-yard line. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in this contest. Ball's on the left-hand hash. The offense comes onto the field. Pitchford hands off to his brother Pitchford, and he gets down the sideline and gets across midfield down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A really nice run by Jack.
Clock running. Panthers still have those 3 timeouts. So a quick score here.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, and the clock is counting. Ball's on the right-hand hash. Up the line of scrimmage comes the offense. Hand off back the other way to Noah Long, and he gets to the 36-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards. And 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Inside handoff to Ben Carter, and he almost broke it. Gets down to the 25-yard line.
He did almost break it. One breaking tackle away from putting it in. Joe's going to pass it.
Pass
wide
play.
Open.
Joe throws it up in the air to Austin Fulford, and it's a touchdown. Liberty Hill is trying to stay alive. Pass play to Austin Fulford for the score.
Great pass. A lot of zip on it by Joe. We talk about Liberty Hill quarterbacks. They don't get to throw a lot, so it's tough to develop a touch over the course of a game, but that was just a rock and fire. He didn't lob it up in the air.
Right.
Stepped up and absolutely drilled it. And now Hawkins has a chance to get them within 2 scores.
Kick is up, and it's good. 28-42, down 2 scores with 2 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the game. Greg, have you ever been more sure of an onside kick?
No. I mean, I think the only time I might have been more sure is Liberty Hill up 82-80 against Hutto with a minute left, and Hutto was kicking off. You knew that was an onside kick, right?
Yeah.
Same thing here. And we joked about that all the time. We said if Hutto had gotten that onside kick, pretty sure Hutto would have won that ball game.
Yeah.
With that much time.
Yeah.
At the end, but we've seen Connor Hawkins.
Right.
Be successful with these onside kicks. Camarina has had a couple of really good receptions down the sideline. The best hands in Port Neches are going to be on the field for the Indians.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And they're talking, they're talking about it now, and everybody in the stadium knows this is coming.
Yep. And here's the deal. 3 timeouts for the Panthers. So even if they don't get this and they manage to stop them.
So look who's over here. Pitchford, Ben Carter, Carson Holland, Camarino, all over here. Cole Smith. Here it comes. It's being broadcast. This is coming. It's loose. Oh, they got it. It didn't take the bounce that they needed.
But it was loose for a second. Out there. 2:37 left. And Tim, do you think they run the ball here in this time? He's like, yes, of course they do. But no, they absolutely didn't. Those last couple times they put faith in their sophomore quarterback, Bailey, and he's done nothing but prove them right. Connor Bailey. He's got a cannon for an arm. And he's been on target, and he's really made great decisions all night.
1st and 10. 2 minutes, 37 seconds left. They're in the
this looks
almost like a victory formation.
Absolute power eye. Pitch it out.
Yeah, they just pitch it to win, and he picks up 3 yards. Clock's going to stay going. Liberty Hill only has – they have all their timeouts left. We're going to see them use it all, Greg. I mean, that's just definitely going to do it. You have to at this point. If you,
they said
but
no.
You got to no, not now. You're not. But you got to get. You have to get the ball back or be able to stop them. You know, this has to happen. And Jack Pitchford comes into the game at safety. 2 minutes now, under 2 minutes to play. Pitch to Win up the middle, and he is going to have a first down. That's going to keep the chains moving, and there's a couple of Panthers down on the field. Don't hate to see it. And is that a timeout? Did Liberty Hill call a timeout? It looks like it's a timeout where everybody's going. Or they just, it's injury. Not really sure, Greg, what happened. I mean, can't tell if it was a timeout call, but I don't think so. Maybe it's just they're talking because of the injury. And player is helped up. Get to the sideline.
Caleb Nicholas, linebacker. Excellent season for Nicholas Jr., so he'll be back next year.
Yep.
And be one of the leaders on this defense, this young defense.
Timeout, Liberty Hill. That's their first timeout.
That is a timeout. Greg, we talk about that. With minute 47 left. Port Neches Grove's up 42-28. You know, next year the reins are being handed over to this team next year in the hands of Jack Pitchford, and we're going to see him be the star. Should be the star for Liberty Hill next year. And I would expect him to take the role of Noah Long's position, possibly. But he is definitely the heir apparent of being the playmaker, the big-time playmaker for Liberty Hill.
Bryce Machaw also will be back. DJ Seaborn, we've seen him.
Yes.
In there making a lot of
carries. Seaborn is a senior, actually, so Seaborn will not be back.
They have him listed as a sophomore, so good job for Seaborn. He got redshirted a couple of years.
Oh, well, my roster, which I'm doing with the old one, it says he's a senior, so who knows? Running play, loss of a couple of yards.
Timeout, Liberty Hill. Second timeout of the match.
2nd and 12. We're down to a minute 41 left, 42-28. But to point out what such an amazing senior class this is, Greg.
Oh, I mean, with Ben and Noah, Julius Osborne,
Connor
Hawkins, Joe Pitchford, Carson Holland, Samuel Knox, Luke Miller, Nicholas LeBay. I mean, you're looking up and down. Kyle May, Travion Williams, Truman Stillwell, and then a couple, on the line. I mentioned Osborne. Jet Harrison will be back next year.
Yep. Absolutely. Greg, another guy will be back that I'm pretty excited about is Luke Miller, who had been injured all year long. If we can get him back and he maybe play that fullback position. 2nd and 12. One receiver on the right. Probably going to Got the running quarterback in the game. Oh, is that still Bailey in the game? Nope, it's the running quarterback, and he runs and picks up about 6. Clock's going to keep running a minute.
Timeout.
Nope,
Liberty
timeout.
Hill.
Liberty Hill's going to
third and final timeout of the half.
Call the timeout. A minute 34 left. Port Neches Grove's up 42-28. Good year for the Panthers, Greg. They made got off to a rough start, a 2-3 start on the season.
Listen, we're not going to have enough time to say how well and what a regional championship team.
Yes,
this team is, and especially with the way that they've come back and grown into themselves and overperformed. They were, I think they were in the 110 ranked team in the division at one point. You're right, we're way down there. Even when the playoffs started, they're in the 60s, then the 50s. Then last week when we were calling that game, when it got down to the final 8 teams, Tim, the rankings of the teams that were left they were all the 7 teams were in the top 14. Liberty Hill 28.
Wow.
Right, and so they just have overperformed, outkicked their coverage. And made it here, so you just tip your cap. Hopefully you can see the offense on the field one more time.
And there's a flag on the play.
They're going to push the offense back.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 12 men in the formation. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Coaching staff can't be happy with that.
No, not in this point in the game. You just want to get it over. Somebody's in the game that's not supposed to be there. But sometimes that could be a coach's fault, Greg.
Yep.
There's supposed to be coaches on the personnel on each one. So I'm not going to fault the kid there. At this point, it's probably on the coaches.
Well, they're not passing it here.
No,
they're absolutely going to.
Minute 34. The quarterback's just going to run it. There he goes. Runs it to the left-hand side. Picks up two yards to the 45-yard line. And there's movement on the field, and there's some pushing and shoving.
It's going to stop the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty against Port Neches Groves. They have been blocking really aggressively Liberty Hill players all the way into the ground. As excessive it is, a lot of it's legal, but they're just driving some of the Liberty Hill players.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 57. It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Fourth down.
I'm surprised that if coaches don't replace him, at this point in the game, you can't have that. But if he's the center,
they can't.
You can't have that.
Well, you can't replace him. You're not going to bring out a new center in this situation.
Well, he's not the center. He's actually the right guard. But, just this unnecessary. Just at this point, there's nothing to prove. A minute 23 left to go.
Yeah, snap over the head or a return here or something like that. Like I said, there's time on the clock, and there's a minute 23 on the clock. And here comes Noah Long out.
By rule, we're under 2 minutes. The team behind in the score has the option of when the clock will start. Liberty Hill's elected it for it to start on the
snap, yeah.
They said, we don't want to start it at all until the game starts. Thanks. These refs are digging into the rule book. They got it. They got it figured out. We've had some crazy rules that we've never heard before.
Greg, there's only 12, maybe 14 games going on this week in the entire state.
Yeah, so this is the cream of the crop.
Yeah. Snap back on the punt. No. Oh, it goes straight up in the air. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line of Liberty Hill.
Good catch by Jack Pitchford on the side.
So, what just happened?
I think a little extracurricular activity, like you had mentioned.
Yeah.
And
there's a flag over here because the player. No, there's a flag here, Greg, where the out-of-bounds player for Liberty Hill caught the ball, and they're going to call it that's a penalty.
I don't think so.
Yes, they are, Greg. They kicked it out of bounds, It was going to land out of bounds, and a Liberty Hill player caught it that was on the
He's out of
sidelines.
bounds.
I know, but it's not legal.
He's out of bounds. He can't. It is legal as long as he's not within.
He's within that. He's within the white paint, and he caught the ball.
His brother just came over and said, "Jack, what are you doing?" Jack said, "He kicked it to me. I caught it."
But it had no effect in the game. It's an interesting rule.
Here's the refs. They are getting into it.
Whatever they call, we know it's right.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We're not going to argue with this crew.
That's crazy. It's crazy. Greg, this game should be over like 5 minutes ago.
42-28, folks. 1:14 left, and there's still a lot of drama.
It's way too much drama, Greg.
Coach
too much
said
drama.
If the player's out of bounds, shouldn't be a penalty.
Well, we're going to hear it from the ref right here, one of the best in the state.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the receiving team. The player came off the sidelines, 1 foot inbounds, 1 foot out to catch the ball.
No,
15 yards from the spot of the catch. It is first down, Liberty Hill.
He was, Greg, he was not in bounds. I did not see that at all.
Nope.
I didn't think so. Let's look at the replay. They're not going to show it.
Of course they're not going to show it. The ref said, don't show that darn replay. We've made a mistake, finally.
Well, that's the rule. It's because he had a foot on the green turf is what I think. I just hope this gets clean here. Let this clock run out. 1:14, guys. Come on, guys. Let's play clean right here.
Obviously a pass play. Joe drops back because you got to score quick.
Well, now the refs are over there explaining all this to the P&G coach. But I don't even know why the P&G coach. I mean, it went against Liberty Hill, so I don't know.
Because he's trying to say maybe that it should be a penalty before possession changed hands. To no avail, though.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get this thing over with. Liberty Hill down 42-28 with 1:14 left. Liberty Hill does not have any timeouts. Are we going to get some razzle-dazzle here?
Hook and ladder.
Annex of Puerto Rico. Pass play for sure. Joe Pitchford throws it way up in the air. And it's caught by Liberty Hill. It's caught by Noah Long at the 30-yard line.
1:04 left. The Panthers run down.
Get the play off. You got to have your plays ready. You call like three. Oh, there's a player fell down for Port Neches Groves.
This referee squad is going to have the clock. They're going to have it figured out.
But now it stops because one of the players for Port Neches Groves is down, and they're trying to get some more time back on the clock. Coaches are out there. Greg, what else is going to happen here in this last 2 minutes of the game?
I mean, look, Joe's going to throw it to the end zone at least twice, and hopefully they get a chance. 42.
Set the game clock to 54 seconds.
There you go, guys. Way to put some more time on the clock.
What?
Just keep putting more time on the clock.
What is happening here, Greg?
Listen, number 6 is going to drop back, and he's going to throw it into the end zone.
40 seconds on the game clock, please.
40 seconds on the play clock. Don't put 40 seconds on the game clock, ref.
Here we
Clock's
go.
moving.
Here we go. Pass play, straight drop back, looking around, Pitchford looking, throws it up in the air towards the end zone. Incomplete. Where'd all these footballs?
I don't know. Somebody asked for that. Ref asked for the football.
There's 3 footballs got thrown onto the field. I've never seen that.
I haven't either. That ref asked for the football, and all the ball boys on the side gave him one. The ref did not know what to do. As all those.
They didn't give him one. He threw it to him. There's balls everywhere on the field. That was so
Fulford
funny.
back onto the field. You know that he's going to be the target.
Is he, Greg?
Joe probably just dropped right back, trying to find 11. He's going to come down here, throw the fade to the end zone.
Here we go. 2nd and 10, 40 seconds left. Throws it up for Fulford. Oh, incomplete pass.
Do it again.
You got to do it again. 30 only took 5 seconds off. It's third down.
Yep. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Liberty Hill football on Vype Live and 102.7 ESPN. Here we go. 35 seconds left.
Pitchford under center. Looking to throw. Under heavy pressure. Throws it up towards the end zone. Oh! Incomplete pass. There was some contact down there, but they're going to call it incidental. 29 seconds left. It is fourth down. This is the game.
Unless they just try to get the first down.
No, I
throw it out of bounds. I throw it 10 yards and get the first down.
Pittsford is under heavy pressure. It looks like every defensive lineman is getting through there that last play.
I'm not sure what Noah's saying to the defense, but
he may be saying, let's just, I don't know. Here we go, but Noah's on the sideline right now. Fourth down, 29 seconds left. Play clock's down to 2. They're going to get a penalty. Nope, they didn't call it. Throws it towards the end zone. Looks like, oh, he caught it! He caught it! It's a touchdown!
Jack caught it on the tip! He caught it on the tip!
He did! He threw it up. The defense looked like they had it and knocked it up in the air. And Jack Pitchford caught the ball for the touchdown.
Panthers said, I'm not dead yet! Onside kick coming, Tim. If you thought there was going to be an onside kick last time, guess what? There's an onside kick coming right now. Connor Hawkins on for the extra point. Ball tipped twice in the end zone as he's covered with 3 guys, Tim. And he brought it down. Hawkins up.
Kick is good. It's good. And we're down to 7 points. Greg, there's 21 seconds left. This game's not over.
42-35, folks.
This is the craziest last 2 or 3 minutes I think I've ever seen.
What a catch by Jack Pitchford. Catch of his life from his big brother. And we just hope that that's not the last pass that Joe Pitchford throws as a Panther, that he gets one more, maybe 2, after this Connor Hawkins onside kick. The PNG crowd stunned. They're not moving at all over there. There is absolute silence on that side.
I will tell you, 15 minutes ago, there was a lot of movement of cars leaving the parking lot on their side. That is not happening now.
That's right.
You can look at the stands. Look, Greg. Look at all the empty seats on the stands now.
Yep.
They lost probably 15-20% of their fans had already left, headed to the exit. They're halfway to Beaumont.
They might be listening on the radio right now. Folks, you left too early.
You're listening.
I tell you what, you left too early. Your team needed you. Onside kick here, Tim. If the Panthers get this, bedlam.
Here's the onside kick. Why do you even have anybody on that side? You just put them all on this side. But here we go. Onside kick. Gets a high bounce. Oh, they got it. Oh, they recovered it.
Who has it?
They do.
They did get it.
Yeah, it was close. But that's going to do it. All they got to do is take a knee here. 20 seconds left. This is the... Greg, hats off to the Panthers for scraping to get back in this game. Truly.
They never quit. We said at the beginning of the fourth quarter, at the start of this fourth quarter, it's exactly, Tim, they're never going to quit, ever. They're always going to keep pressing. They're always going to keep fighting. This coaching staff, this team, they get in the weight room. They do the work. They put in the work.
Great season for the Panthers. You got Noah Long out there because they want some of these seniors to get this last play, to be on the field when this is over. And that's going to do it. Port Neches Groves is advancing to the state championship. Congratulations to a great Indian team.
And congratulations to this Panther team, regional champions.
Yep.
After they lost the district, they come back, they avenge that.
Yep.
They just run into a little bit of a buzzsaw here.
Right.
And, can't really say it came down to a lot of mistakes. They just this PNG team played a great game, called a great game, and they came out on top 42-35. And Tim, as always, it's been a pleasure calling with you this season. I'd like to thank the Booster Club.
Oh, yeah.
And for having us again, and what a ride this one has been from start to finish.
Yeah. Really great season for the Panthers, and another great season for the Indians. Moving on to the state championship, the Indians out there dancing. What a great season for both these teams. Not over for Port Neches Groves. They live on to play one more week, playing next Saturday in the state championship. And Liberty Hill, their seniors, end their season tonight. A great memories that I have of so many of these players and these seniors. I want to congratulate them as an awesome impact on the school and Central Texas football. Greg, just like you, I'm very, I feel blessed to be able to call the games with you when we've done this since most of the time since 2007. So thank you very much. And I really do appreciate it. We are going to sign off here in a second. But again, thank you very much. I want to thank, like I said, the Booster Club. I want to thank ESPN 102.7 for getting us on the air and having us be the game of the week. We feel honored each time you guys choose our game to be the game of the week. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. Liberty Hill drops this one 42-35 to the hands of the Port Neches Groves Indians, playing for the state championships next week. I've had a blast, and we will see you. You have been listening to Vype Media and the ESPN 102.7 Game of the Week. See ya.